tech crew.
Okay.
Tech crew.
I'm going to adjust the boom.
Right. How much do we miss the guys? Or off our needles guys that took care of all the stuff. So great. Anyway, it is a beautiful sunny day this morning. It's kind of crazy. There we go. Star, good morning.
Star was so sweet. She reached out last week and said, "Are you podcasting?"
Just like Mom.
Okay, does
That's
that
so
look kind of centered?
Sure. It feels really close.
Should I back it? Me too. I felt like that.
It feels really close. Okay, that's probably better because then we can see.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
It's like we've never done this before. It really is like we've never done this before. Hello. Thank you for joining us. I see people from Scotland and England. What? Oh my gosh, it's going really fast. Victoria and Saskatchewan.
Okay, I think that's okay.
Okay. And Montreal. Good morning. I can't even. It's going so fast. I know, Jodi.
Really?
I was looking at that the other day. So beautiful. And Calgary, basically in our backyard.
Hi, everyone.
Hello from Albuquerque.
Have you been waiting on pins and needles for 3 weeks?
Right. I want to go to New Mexico. The day after our last video, I went on a holiday. Woo, woo.
Yeah.
That was crazy and fun. Not crazy at all. It was wonderful. Wonderful.
I'm just going to raise this a titch.
I have not touched it since last time.
I know, but then I saw it and I thought, oh, it should have been raised a bit.
Okay. So that was really great. Going on an airplane, going to visit Mom and Dad, getting away from snow. That was amazing. I feel like that's
better.
Why is the back leg just not open?
Because I wanted it a touch. There.
Okay, whatever you think. You're the tech crew.
Okay, whatever.
Somebody said they went to Stitches West, which we did not go to.
Stitches West, did you meet Gay? Oh my God.
Stitches West is a great, fun weekend. Anytime you get a chance, you should totally go. We chose not to go because Omicron was doing crazy things when we were making that decision, but it turned out to be great.
It was great by the looks of it.
Yeah, really
There
great.
was did you go? I didn't see if Carson went or not. That's really fun because I feel like everyone's like making those steps outside of making plans and things are happening.
And it is literally like 2 years exactly.
Yeah.
Before, since things have gone crazy. Like I went to Stitches West and the next week there was tons of COVID right in Santa Clara there.
Well, it's so funny because I don't know if you saw any memes or anything, but they said 2 years ago, this was our last free week and we didn't know.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's so true. And it's really crazy to look back on it now. But it is invigorating to see that it's back.
Yeah.
And that people are back to normal-ish.
Yeah.
Normal-ish.
Ish, right.
Right. The show looked amazing. Tons of classes and instructors and so fun.
We'll have to go next year.
I would love it.
It's so close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's very snowy and wintry in our location at that time of year. So to go to California for a few days is a treat.
Yeah.
Right? I love it. I would like to stay longer than just the weekend. Yeah.
And Phoenix was good.
Phoenix was great.
It was nice to get away where there wasn't snow. Super
nice to get away and hang out with Mom and Dad, and you get to sit outside and do whatever. Although it was a little rainy, which was crazy. We had like a day of solid rain. Did you go in the pool? Yes. Did you? There were a couple of days that were like 25 degrees. I'm sure nobody else in the area was in their pool. They're like, oh, Canadians are here. And I was only in kind of the 1 or 2 days, but it was up and down weather. Like end of March weather is so much nicer than end of February weather. Yes. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. But it was good enough for me. I don't like it when it's smoking hot, so I enjoyed every minute. I stayed because someone had to work. Right. Jodi just, we put everything on her lap and said, see ya. Oh my God, it was so funny because Jackson was taking over some computer work. Tracie's work cannot be put, actually most of the work cannot be put on hold. So Jackson was taking that done ahead of time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, someone's got to be doing it. So Jackson was in the office the first morning and I said, you realize
the fate of IGA is in her hands. I said, that was the first mistake they made by leaving us in charge.
Right. Somebody must really want to go away to leave it like that.
It's going to be a Starbucks drive-through when you get back.
Oh, well, that would be okay too. Anyway, that's funny. And yeah, so grateful that people will, take over your stuff for you.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not like I didn't give birth to him or anything. So
right.
Can you do this for a week?
Okay, speaking about giving birth, my youngest is turning 16 on Monday.
That's crazy.
Madison has a birthday. Actually, it's funny. That was the marker. It's like 2 years ago, Maddie had her birthday, and it was like, that was it. She didn't go back to school.
Yeah.
It was, anyway, she's turning 16, you guys. She's going to get her license.
That's really exciting.
You know what's funny though? We made an appointment for Monday to get her license. She's taken the AMA. She's driven for a year and a half. She's a great driver. She's totally ready. But it's funny because she wasn't telling her friends just in case.
Sure.
I said,
no.
Yeah, that's what she said. I'm not. But
I mean, as excited as you are, I can see why you wouldn't want to tell anyone until you. I mean, who cares really? Everybody that doesn't pass the first time, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But if she chose not to, I can see where that's
She's
coming
set
from.
up for success. She drives all the time.
Right.
Anyway.
It depends though on the tester.
Right.
Right? The instructor. So I'll cross my fingers for Maddie. I know she will get it.
Yeah.
How about my child's 27 on the weekend? I'm 100 and he's 27.
Begin the cluster birthdays.
Oi, it's the week. Yeah, Jodi, I can't, don't even know. I don't know where time's gone. So that's what happens. They get older.
Do you look at them and go, I mean, I raised some good kids.
I do. I really do.
Like, they're good humans.
That is, been the goal.
Yeah.
Right? That really has been the goal. To help them along their way, but to make sure that what we think is important in life, that they also, kindness and being a good person and helping other people and, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, Jodi. I feel like high five. I think we did a good job.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like we should get
more. I feel like we're a product of our parents doing a good job.
Right. I feel like we should get more than a damn day. Right? Mother's Day? Every month.
Sure. You're in charge of it now.
Oh my God.
You are now in charge of it. Oh, Carol said her baby turned 47 last weekend.
Carol, you're old.
Carol's only 49, so I don't know how that happened.
Carol, I know in a blink. Yeah. Almost going to make you a grandma. Yes. God,
I don't know.
I'll be so jealous. I will be so jealous. At
this point, I have a dog. He's got a dog. Not I have a dog. He has a dog. Yeah, whenever they do, when and if that happens, it would be amazing.
I'll
lock the door so you don't steal.
You got to be careful because you got to be on baby watch all the time.
Oh, Jodi, you're so funny.
3 weeks went by really quick, if I'm honest.
For this,
yes. Not being back for 3 weeks.
I mean, you would think, oh, you went on a holiday. That's the big news. But it's been a crazy time, a horrible time, right?
Yeah.
So yes, it's gone fast, but it just, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. We're talking about
Russia invading Ukraine, and I am not equipped to watch a war on the news. It's horrible. Yeah. What's going on? I hate turning on I hate seeing what this suffering is for these people. Like, we're third generation. Our families half of our family is from Ukraine. We've always, that's been part of our heritage, right? So it feels even more personal. Yeah. Yeah.
Because I actually said the other day, I'm so glad that our grandparents aren't here, because they're from the Ukraine, and it's devastating for that country, and it's heartbreaking and heart-wrenching when you see even the people of Russia that are like, we don't want this.
Yes.
We don't want this, and we just want you to know that our hearts are with you. And, there's not a lot we can do. We've made a donation, and there are different ways to support that financially if you can.
And so, supporting all kinds of makers that are doing fundraisers. There's so many opportunities
lots
now.
Of patterns and things.
Continuing to support that. But anyway, it's been rough. I keep hoping for some kind of peace, or that one day it's going to be. So I hope that happens. Yeah. Soon. It's horrible.
There was an image that I saw this week, and it was an image of an empty train station with a line of strollers.
I saw that.
I
never would have thought of that, but you were watching people walking miles and miles and miles across a border to flee their homeland. That is one of the most thoughtful things I just kind of thought.
There's such good in the world in amongst the horror that they're experiencing. So
totally,
it's. I mean, to say it's consuming here, it shouldn't even say that, because I can't imagine living there, but just know that we're thinking and supporting how we can.
It seems the whole world is standing with Ukraine.
Yeah.
So that's got to mean something. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Anyway, I feel like some people have said they've lost their knitting mojo or their craft, and I totally feel that a little bit. Yeah. As well.
And don't panic. Crafting does bring us joy. So if you can still do it and have that, stress release daily where you can just, think about things and be with yourself.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Like we said, if knitting's not your thing right now, it's not gone forever. Right. It's just a moment where you just don't feel like doing it.
Yeah. And I feel too, a lot of us take comfort in that, right? Where you can just kind of turn everything else off. Even in silence, I can just knit without turning anything on. You're just with your thoughts and your knitting or your whatever, but
sometimes I do that and my kids are like, "What are you doing?"
Right.
That, like, me doing one thing.
Yes. Not 6 things.
Yeah.
I feel like we all need that more than ever. So I'm clinging to it, really.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I don't want to watch the news all day, every day, right? Yeah. You definitely want to know what's going on, but it's unprecedented to be seeing this.
I know.
This footage of that stuff. So anyway.
Okay, so let's move to, what are you watching on TV?
Okay, well, Survivor started last night, but my family went out, so I haven't even seen it yet.
Okay,
I should have come to your house.
You're a way better person.
I should have come to your house by myself.
I won't do any spoilers. It was 2 hours.
No.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait.
And it's
one of my favorite shows.
Good.
Really?
Yes, it was good. It starts differently this year, like it's never started with before. So I'm just gonna do that.
So you loved it?
Loved it.
I mean, I know I'm gonna love it, but I couldn't believe it. I said to these two yesterday, I can't believe you're leaving me. I cannot believe you're ditching me.
I know.
We've been counting down.
Yeah.
Survivor's next week. Survivor's in 2 weeks. There's lots of really good stuff coming out though. That on Netflix this weekend, it's going to be The Adam Project with Ryan Reynolds and Jennifer Garner and Mark Ruffalo. And
is it a movie?
It's a movie, and it's getting crazy rave reviews. Like, it's supposed to be so fantastic. We finished Inventing Anna, which was wild. Like, just wild.
Julia Garner is amazing.
Yes.
I love her.
Yes.
There was another, Love Island I'm watching from the summer. Oh my God, you guys get trashy TV. Okay, but you know what else?
It's beyond trashy.
Yes.
I don't know. What's worse than trashy?
Not much.
But entertaining.
On Survivor, there was a commercial for a celebrity.
I saw that.
Tracie. A celebrity type Survivor.
You had me.
It starts next week.
Okay. Jodi, I saw that commercial and my head just about popped off, because I've often said, wouldn't it be cool if we could get... There was some weird celebrity show where they were in a jungle years ago, and it was not good. I remember
I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Yes. And it wasn't good.
If I'm honest, I didn't watch.
I watched, a couple, and it was like, this isn't what I was hoping for.
Yeah.
So anyway, very exciting.
Yeah. Love is Blind, season 2 is finished. Boy, they drug it out.
Did they do an episode a week?
No.
Oh.
Half 4 or 5 the first week. The rest the next week, the finale the week after, and then the week after the reunion.
Oh, okay.
It was good. I liked it.
Having said that, I watched every minute and loved it.
I did.
I haven't cracked into that one yet.
What else is starting? I don't know. I mean, This time of year.
Somebody said, "Did you watch The Amazing Race?" Yeah.
I've never missed an Amazing Race episode.
Me either.
Even Canada.
Me either.
Do you watch Canada?
Yes.
Yeah, I love it too.
Yes, I do.
Big Brother, watched. It was okay. Celebrity Big Brother.
Big Brother. Who won again?
Oh, the MMA fighter.
Right. And she was very good player, but I was still.
She was a very good player.
When the week we left for holiday, Carson got evicted, and that was it. I didn't watch anymore.
Hey, Carson Kressley, you knew he was a great human. He's full of joy.
Yeah.
But to see him kind of in a habitat where it's kind of like home living, like it kind of like he's not putting it on, he's not doing a show. He was an amazing human.
Yeah, I've loved him for so many years.
He was amazing.
Yeah, lots and lots of things I've seen him on, and I really, really love him.
Yeah.
Todd
Bridges.
I would knit socks for Carson.
I would knit socks for Carson.
I would knit anything for Carson.
I would do it too. I would do it too for
I would crank a tube. No, I would hand knit cable socks for him.
What about, wasn't there a Renee Zellweger thing coming out?
Yes, and it's some true crime thing.
Yeah.
Where she plays this murderer lady. I've seen bits of it, and it's limited series just on regular TV, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks wild.
There's a new Below Deck Australia coming. It's going to be on Hey You because it goes to Peacock.
Right.
Why don't we get those? Peacock and Hulu.
Know.
Anyway.
I was telling Mom about all the good shows that we were watching, and she goes, "Well, we have shit TV." And I was like, "Mom, you don't. You've got 8 million channels, and I'm sure it's here somewhere." It was the joke.
Do they have Apple TV hooked up?
No, I said to her, "You need." I'm gonna actually tell Jackson that he should do that for them when they get down.
And you can subscribe to those things down there, like Hulu and Peacock. It's just an adding on to your
phone your TV provider.
They'll
It's got.
Yeah, you can.
She's
do that.
all like, "Well, no, we can't watch that. We just can't. We can't. We don't have that channel.
It's not in the U.S.
We've got 8,000 channels and nothing good is on. But we get every hockey game," she said.
They probably have 87 sports channels.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Jodi. I actually have a pile of yarn here that things I've bought. I've knit a little bit. Okay, here's the thing. When we left, I had just finished the color work on this sweater.
Is that a sport weight?
I finished this sweater, so that was a lot of knitting. But I don't have tons else to share.
This sweater gives maximum impact. It is incredible.
I really
look at this. You don't even see lavender anymore.
You don't?
I do, but you don't.
It's very muted. Like I feel like they play together really well.
It's so good.
I would recommend the pattern in the yarn 100 bazillion times.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm wearing today. Should I get into that?
Let's give it a full review.
Okay.
Should we get into knitting? Yeah.
This is the Sonder sweater by the Petite Knitter. Not Petite Knit, the Petite Knitter, Canadian. She lives in Canadian North. Her name is Wei Xian. You like the sleeve? I went bracelet length for the sleeves. The sleeve in the pattern is more tapered, but I really love this loosey goosey. I actually did the same sleeve as on my Night Blooms sweater, and on that they in the pattern you bind off in the contrast color, and I thought that was I love that.
Jinx.
So that is what I did. It's a round yoke construction. I loved the color work. It was super simple. I got my nails done purple just
oh my god,
to match my sweater.
I love a matching moment.
Right? So this is Sonder Yarn Co. in their Sunday Morning DK, which has like a halo. I feel like all the mohair lovers would really love this yarn because you get this little mini halo, but it's not super halo.
I can't believe how amazing Sonder Yarn Sunday Morning is.
I'm not kidding you.
I need to knit another sweater in it.
Yeah, you would love it.
Do I have anything in that?
Sunday morning in the DK? I don't think so, Jode. Maybe that can be your shopping list for Knit City Montreal.
Yeah, I'll need to get yarn for a sweater.
Yeah.
You know what I did do? I knit it in a hat pattern.
Right.
It's incredible.
And it's awesome.
Oh my god.
This is the color, this beautiful butterscotchy color is called Full English, and the lavendery color is called Shh.
That's so cute.
And the only modifications I did is I did a little bit of twisted rib instead of plain rib, and then the sleeve decreases. So
was there no decreases?
No, it continued to decrease, even more of a tapered sleeve. And longer. And so I just knit the sleeve that I like the best. Yeah. But all of those things are on my Ravelry page. So any information that you need is on Ravelry for that. I would knit this. I would start again tomorrow.
Really?
Yep. I love
it. What size needle?
4 millimeter.
It's a beautiful fabric.
It's a pretty typical like DK, like 22 stitch DK gauge, but I feel like you could knit this DK yarn to a worsted weight gauge.
I do too.
Like a nice loose.
And I like that.
Yeah.
Like a 4.5-ish.
So you would, and the thing with using DK yarn for a worsted weight pattern, you get these looser gauge, but you also get more yardage, right? Like your DK yarn is going to have 40 or 50 meters more per skein.
Yeah.
Right? Then anyway, it's awesome. I love it. It's very comfortable.
It was so good.
I didn't wet block it yet. I gave it kind of like a moist block. I sprayed it. Sprayed it and steamed it at the same time.
With an iron? Or just a steamer?
Like a steamer, but like kind of dampened the fabric. I just finished it at like 8:30 last night.
Well, you were determined.
Oh, I wanted to for sure. I should have been done.
I would have sweater shamed you had you not.
You should have. I'd already decided I was wearing it whether the sleeve was finished or not. I was just going to put it on waist yarn and call it a day.
Okay.
But
I love that.
Yeah.
There's
no such thing as a moist block.
There is. It's a thing.
Don't look it up.
Yeah. I'm going to do a demonstration.
Right.
I'm wearing,
Jodi.
I'm knitting, I'm wearing Stripes of Joy. It's been delayed by about a week, so don't look for it for about a week and a half.
Okay.
So in the next couple of weeks, it's going to be out. And when we podcast next, I'll be able to tell you guys.
So it was a test knit.
It's a test knit. And I also did a Ravelry page. Like a full on.
I can't even.
It was part of the test. I couldn't not do it.
But still.
Yeah. If I commit.
Good for you.
Right?
Yeah.
If I'm honest, I chose a size bigger than I should have.
Okay.
So.
That's your error. No one else's error.
And to be honest.
The colors are so good.
The colors are so good.
Like you look like a ray of sunshine, Jodi. When you walked in the door, I was like, you look so cute.
I knit the shorter sleeve. It calls for a long sleeve. It's got awesome. A little bit of a detail here with a yarn over eyelet and in the bottom as well.
Stripes are too much fun.
Stripes are fun. See, because like this is just a little, right?
Yeah, too much fabric.
And if I'm on it, I did do a swatch and I did my calculation because this is a little heavier than worsted.
Okay.
I used impeccable loops and thread acrylic yarn.
Isn't that funny? It sort of looks worsted, but I can see how it might be.
Right? Like I think, like when I was doing I thought it was worsted, but when I did my Ravelry page, when I linked to the yarn, it said it was Aran.
Right. Oh, it's a 6 millimeter hook or whatever they're calling for, or a needle. Yeah. So that's a little bit.
That's where I think. But I did do a gauge swatch and do the math.
Huh.
So I think I'm choosing a size too big for me.
Probably. Yeah.
But that doesn't take away from the experience I had with the pattern and the shape of this sweater. Because it is that classic yoked sweater.
Yeah.
The increases are here, so you don't see the increases between your larger stripes.
So you don't have to do the raised, lifted increase thing.
Right.
Right? Is it all the yarn over? It's not the yarn overs aren't the increases?
Yes, the yarn overs were the increases here, but then when you have increases here, then it's raised.
Okay.
But yes, I did do a Ravelry page. Other than it being a size bigger than I should have chosen, the pattern was beautiful. The fit is the really pretty kind of boxy sweater that we all really like. That's really effortless to wear.
It's so good.
I have to say a couple of things. I realize, we talked about the environmental drawbacks to this yarn, and I know that's a lot.
Right.
Don't come for me because I'm not going to craft shame people.
Right.
The accessibility sometimes is the only thing that will allow people to do their craft.
Absolutely.
And so if that's what you choose to do, you go for it.
100%.
Yeah.
All day long.
You know, I had a few people reach out to me. I know the environmental impacts that acrylic yarn has on the environment. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also the type of person that says, you know what? If this is what you're accessible to and it's the only thing you're going to be able to get, you go for it.
This is what exactly. It's either knit with this or don't at all.
Yeah.
What kind of choice is that?
Right.
And a lot of people prefer, they have wool issues. They prefer the feel of acrylic. They love the easy care of acrylic. There's pros and cons to everything for sure.
Yeah.
But people should make their choices, informed choices.
Totally informed choices. And people kind of came at me a little bit because they're like, well, do you... Yes, I fucking realize it's bad for the environment. I get it. It's plastic yarn. But I wanted you to see that I can knit with acrylic and I can, you know...
It can produce a beautiful
sweater. I do have to say in this instance that the drape that I got with the fabric that I got is not the drape that I love and may get with a wool.
Right.
Having said that,
because you can't block this sweater.
I will melt it.
Right? Like you can wash it.
Yes.
And dry it. And that's going to make a difference to your fabric. But you can't like steam out or wet block and create shape and that will hold.
Yeah.
That's the thing with wool. It has like a memory, right? Like you can block it to a shape and it should stay that way until you wet it again. Yeah. Right? Anyway, there's pros and cons to everything.
Because you know what? It fucking bugs me when people come back at me and say, well, you know what? We're not shaming people with the yarn they use. Just like I'm not going to shame people for choosing spin cycle.
I still can't believe
Please don't shame people for choosing acrylic.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
It goes both ways. Yes. Use the yarn you want.
Exactly.
Yes, I realize there's a lot of different fibers that work if you have allergies to certain fibers. I get it. I'm informed. Yeah. I know all that. Yeah. I just wanted to try this. I knit a sweater for $22.
Yeah.
And
that's amazing. That is amazing.
Right?
And honestly, Jodi, how much do you have left? You bought so much yarn.
Oh, shit. I can knit another. Listen, when I say $22, I could knit probably another sweater.
Right.
I can knit another sweater.
Because of the number of stripe, like the number of colors you use per stripe.
Yes.
Yeah, you should weigh your sweater and weigh the yarn you... I mean, for sure you have enough left for another sweater. Yeah. Or a baby blanket or whatever.
It is not going to be my choice to run to this.
Right.
But just know, guys, that if this is your choice, you go. This is great.
Don't let anybody tell you any different.
It
still blows my mind that people will be judgy of what you choose to knit with.
Mind your own business.
Pretty much.
And oh shit, what was I gonna say? I don't know, it's gone. But it was a joy to knit with. The feel is amazing. The pattern was 10 out of 10. So I can't wait for you guys to be able to get it.
Knit it in whatever you like to knit it in. That's the main thing. The pattern was amazing. Really fun to be in a test knit.
Yes.
You chose such fun colors.
I'm so not a participator in the stack thing, but that's okay. But
it is okay.
It wasn't mandatory.
No, and I mean, reading it is like just staying involved with everybody is one thing. Everybody's busy. Everybody has work.
Yeah.
So,
but the nice thing about it is if you're ever a test, there is a code that you then need at the end to be able to access. And because it's not a pattern you can link to until it's live.
Right.
You use a code, then you can link to it.
Right.
So I didn't know how to do that. So there is that support system of that group that was like.
Don't you see that when you put a pattern on Ravelry yourself? There's one, like as you go through the things.
I do, but I didn't have it. So it's like, hey guys.
Right. Yes.
Anyway. It was nice.
There was guys, I'm not paying attention. Can somebody help?
I actually thought I saved the email, but I ended up deleting it. Shocking. It was fun.
Listen, it all worked out in the end.
Yeah.
And I got the text that Jodi made a Ravelry page.
Oh my God.
Everybody fell over.
Listen, I gave up straws for the turtles.
Me too.
So don't come at me when I choose an acrylic yarn.
Every time I open a paper straw, it's like...
Totally. It gets soggy.
And I think of the turtles, and I'm okay with it. Not my choice. That's pretty funny.
Anyway, okay. You know what we did get? Our friend Nancy, she's been a friend of the podcast. She's been a friend of Grocery Girls Knit. She's a big supporter of us. We made it onto her Christmas card.
No.
So she sends a little card. Look how beautiful. I hope she doesn't mind, but look how beautiful her family is. Where do you think they are?
Look at that photo.
Anyway,
can I see one?
Yeah, oh, she sent it to us. She sent us a card, and I'm not going to read it all, but she just does a quick little hello friends over the holidays, and it said she was having a tough time, but she said she was coping with grief by watching episodes of The Grocery Girls. A knitting podcast enables me to buy an obscene amount of yarn. I'm sorry, Nancy. Yeah.
Oh.
She's knitting a Rhinebeck Illuminate sweater and plans to go to Rhinebeck someday.
Well, that's amazing.
Nancy, we love you, and we think you're adorable. Thank you for sharing
your family with us. Honestly,
look,
what a beautiful, beautiful family, and the photos are incredible. Good for you for taking such good photos. Of your family.
Oh,
and so sharing a little bit of them. I love getting these kind of Christmas cards. I don't send them, and I'm always amazed at how this is beautiful. This matte finish. This is gorgeous.
Yeah.
How cute are your kids? Don't blink, because then they're going to be 27.
Also, I want to send a little hello to my friend Jesus. He's also has a bit of a, he lost his mother last year, and I just want to send him love and hugs.
Jodi.
And that we're thinking of him.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
He's a big supporter as well, and I was chatting a little bit, and I just want to say that we love you. And you got this.
Of course, we're sending love.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Buy more yarn. It'll make you feel better.
Right.
Yeah. That's... Okay, now, should we get to knitting?
I thought we did. I thought we were.
Get to more knitting? You guys, I have so many socks.
Jodi, let's go. That's all I have left to show for knitting.
You're kidding me.
I do have another craft. Jodi, I knit two-thirds of a sweater.
Okay. Let's do sock talk.
Okay, start us off. Or you could do these.
Okay.
Oh my God, I can't even get over that color combo is insane.
I swatched for the
Great Gingham Raglan.
So GR8 Gingham. Yeah. I really wanted to cast on the sweater. I'm afraid of an all-over colorwork sweater, if I'm honest. I'm worried it'll be tight. I don't know. Should I be worried about
Jodi,
that?
your yolks aren't tight. If you continue that tension, it's not going to be tight.
I guess. I swatched with my Frankie Gray Fibres yarn in the sky.
That's so pretty.
This is the Sky High color in sparkle. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
And Pinch Me. And
that would be beautiful.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes, that would be beautiful.
It's what I had next to me, so I swatched in this, and I really loved it. And so I thought, okay, I'm swatching to cast on. That's what I thought I was going to do.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking something out for you because I want to...
And then I thought to myself, okay, if I'm not 100%... Okay, it's not the sweater. I want the sweater. So I thought, if I'm still wondering if I want an all-over sweater like this, let's knit the hat.
Totally.
Instead.
And I mean, if you're... And even... Like, your tension can be wonky on a smaller circumference, but not so much with a hat, I don't think. More like sleeves and stuff. If you can get a hat that fits the way you want, you can get a sweater that fits the way you want.
I agree. So this actually is a sport weight pattern.
Yes.
And this is DK, which is okay. There's no problem getting gauge.
I should knit that with the yarn I just showed you before we started.
It's amazing.
Because it's all sport. Listen, so this is Jessie Maid's Great Gingham Raglan. The minute everybody saw it, they wanted to knit it. Like, I don't know why I haven't cast on. Maybe this is what I should cast on.
I thought the same thing too. I mean, look at this. You guys,
the hat's insane.
This was a joy. I didn't do the decreases that she had in the pattern. I didn't feel like, I just started to do my own decreases in the solids as I went.
Okay.
Just because I have some experiences with decreases.
Just because you have problems following a pattern?
I didn't feel, I was watching a movie. You know, and I just thought.
No, it's like, I get it.
I'm just going to decrease in the solids and do, but let me tell you, I mean, we can't speak more highly of Jessie May and her patterns, but this was pure joy to knit.
And I feel like the releasing the hat is brilliant because
don't you think?
It's a mini project. I mean, you could even make it a cowl. You don't need to do decreases. You could make it a little bit bigger, make it a cowl, but it'll give you a good idea of A, your gauge, and B, whether it's your cup of tea.
Yeah.
For as far as a pattern goes, do you want to do a whole sweater like that? Mm-hmm. I love it. First of all, you look so cute in those colors.
I
hope you do this,
Frankie
Jodi.
Fibres, and I used the... Is that the sparkle? Yes, this is the sparkle yarn. I use
Sparkle DK in the blue, right?
I use Sky High and Over Dramatic for DK.
Over Dramatic.
And if anyone wants to do DK, I do go up a needle size. So I did a 5mm needle.
Yeah.
With 100 stitches. With the same Jessie pattern because it's a little bit different because it's sport weight.
Okay, so you've adapted the yarn.
Yeah, so this is 100 stitches with a size 5mm needle
and
that's
DK
what
yarn. That's what swatching's all about.
Yeah.
Right? To get your gauge, you may need a
different... Can you even with this
No. Okay, now that you're showing me this, I don't know what to cast on. I really want to knit one more sweater before we go to Knit City. I don't know why. And after you've knit something for a long time, I feel like I want an instant sweater. So I'm hoping to cast on sort of a love note, big needle.
That's what you should do.
Cropped.
Yes.
So that's my plan today. But I think, Jodi, this great
like
gingham raglan.
Put it in your queue.
I feel like it's just such a cute sweater.
Yeah.
I love plaid. Star says that hat looks terrible. You should send it to her.
Oh my God, you're so cute. So
I agree. I totally agree. Put it in the mail.
Yeah. So I'm not knitting the sweater.
So tell me again. Let's talk about what you're worried about. Are you worried about the pattern? Are you worried about tension for fit? What is it that you're...
If I'm honest...
you could do it...
This is cut, so that makes a difference on... It was probably me just being weird. Like, see, this cut on the back here.
So because your swatch looks a little wonky, you think your sweater
I guess
work.
Maybe that's what I was thinking. Yeah. And really... And then look at it in the round, it's so much nicer.
Yeah,
so
you can
sweater's
do it.
In the round,
you totally
right?
can do it.
I was thinking of these colors too.
Oh, so cute.
Anyway, I loved this pattern.
And I think too, I've heard people say, oh, it's plaid. I'm not going to look good in plaid or gingham or whatever you want to call it. I feel like there are so many color choices you could use where it feels more right? Where you could use a lower contrast or more tonal, right? Like a blues that are only a couple of hues away from each other.
So it's like, is it gingham? Is it not? Like, do you know? Like,
yeah. And there's one I saw that's black and white. It's phenomenal. And I do love that what Jessie chose, this really bright tomatoey.
And you notice in her pattern, she
never put that together. And that's a pastel. Like that's pastel pink and yellow and blue as the contrast.
It's a yarn that changes color.
It's Spin Cycle.
Oh, okay, of course.
So, but it's this pastel-y with the real big pop of the tomatoey orange, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's brilliant. Another brilliant.
I know.
Jessie May. I really want one. I really want one.
Yeah, I feel like too, we're kind of at that point where it's like, I wish I wouldn't, like I've kind of switched. I used to think, oh, an all over pattern like that. You know what? If I love it, I'm going to wear it and embrace it, right?
Yeah. And you could just you don't need a color changing yarn. Like you're not going to be using a color changing yarn here. You can just do, anything with a gray is more muted, right? Like I feel like these two colors I think would be amazing in that pattern.
And just know that it's sport and it's super easy to go one way up or one way down and be able to get gauge and do your math and see how many stitches per inch and how you like the fit.
I agree. And I think the swatching part of that project is something you shouldn't rush.
This was so fun to knit.
Right.
Just to see it.
And another thing I wanted to say, and I keep thinking maybe I'm wrong, but when when you look at a pattern and they tell you how many skeins you need, I'm the person that I'm sure...
Let's get 7
It's
extra.
wrong. It's wrong. It can't be right. I'm going to add an extra skein because
how many extra skeins do you have in this?
This is why I'm going to talk about this because I feel stupid. So I knit this pattern. There's a crop length and a longer traditional length. I'm not sure what they call it, longer length, whatever. The sleeves are quite a bit longer on this pattern than I knit. The body's longer. I'm short. I didn't need the full body length, but I knit like an extra large. And for the pattern, it said I needed 5 skeins of main color. I still have leftovers of my 4th, but I ordered 7. So I have
hysterical
3 full skeins left and a nugget. So really the 4, I was not playing yarn chicken.
Okay.
But
so you could knit a hat.
I could knit a shawl. 3 skeins of DK, I could knit a shawl.
No, but like your leftover bit.
No.
Oh.
It's like this big.
Oh, okay.
So I was not playing yarn chicken, but it was not enough to do much. Like you could use it as a color in contrast mittens or like color work or something like that.
Sure. Cheryl said she needs 7 extra skeins.
Seriously, I don't know why I do that all the time because I feel like, you know, I knit larger sweaters. I'm a larger person, so I think, oh, I need a lot of yarn, and I'm always worried about running out.
They say 10, I'm going to get 18.
So I think we have to remember that designers don't want mad emails from people. They build in enough yarn for you to swatch. They usually plump up the numbers from what I've heard by like 10 to 15%. Like they don't want you running out of yarn either. So I'm going to be a wild person the next time I order yarn. I'm only going to order the ones that
you're going to be sweating.
And then I will.
That's good to know because if you're saying, oh, it's like 4.5, I'm going to order 5, but I'm just going to order 6.
Right.
Just know that they've already plumped you.
Right.
So you're ordering 5 and you're getting gauge, you're probably good.
I hope I can save someone a few bucks by not adding the extra skeins because then sometimes you get single skeins and you think, yeah, I can knit a hat or a cowl or whatever, but I don't really want, you know, a big bucket of skeins that were like, they had no purpose at that point.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for striped sweaters because maybe that's what I'll do.
Love that.
That when I did the ship shape sweater by Heidi Kiermaier, I used 3 skeins of each color. So I could do that with another contrast color or change your contrast. Like you could do. So 3 skeins, I'm pretty happy with that leftover.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, I mean,
it's silly.
That's so funny.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Edge and only or oh my god, needles at the ready. You're crazy.
Okay, so you're just smarter than I am.
The sea glass.
Oh,
you guys, can we talk about the sea glass for a second?
Okay, let me pull it up.
It is
the DK.
It is like it came out in fingering first, but now there is a DK version. It's like a scrappy kind of like each color is a different. Each round you change your yarn, and the kaleidoscope of colors of sweaters that we see on Instagram that people post, it is incredible, you guys. Like hers is so monochrome. That's beautiful.
Gray and a few greens. Yes. Anyway, when I want to look at a design, I totally follow. I'm going to start following that hashtag.
I follow. Find a really fun color one.
Because like this one?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. So that is like skeins that you would think I'm never going to use these together.
Yeah.
But the high contrast is perfect for that pattern.
It is so
wow, look at that.
So sea glass is an excellent size. So you're right. There are lots of patterns that that come out kind of like those mini skein ones that you think of with Advent, but there's a lot of patterns that come out you think it's perfect for my straps.
This would be the cutest t-shirt. Like
yes.
And when I'm thinking now, what am I going to knit next? I always normally at this point I know exactly what I want to knit next. But I was also looking my Mizzarina that I did last year. I did it so similar gorgeous. time. It's a t-shirt
in 2 weeks.
Super. I could totally knit another one of those if I wanted to.
Tracie, let's cast something out and have it ready for Montreal.
Yes, for sure.
Should we both do a love note?
We've got 3 weeks. Yes.
Okay, done.
You have to do that though. Oh no, you don't have to.
I love it.
Pick what you want.
I love it.
Pick what you want. You could do these. One the yarn, one the mohair.
You blow my mind with all your suggestions. That's incredible.
Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Yes.
Yes, Jodi, that would be really, really nice.
Oh, so good.
So I don't know what it is. I'm ready to just have one of those super fast sweaters. But I would highly recommend the Mizzarina. It's a super loose gauge for
it's gorgeous
fingering weight yarn.
I actually didn't know that I would love it as much as I do.
I would knit that
again
in a second.
Those patterns look so good. Yeah. It's okay, whatever. We're just podcasting.
We're just podcasting.
Okay, I have another hat.
Jodi, bring it on.
Okay, this is not a pattern, but I showed you guys this last time. I loved this yarn so much. This is also Sonder yarn. This episode is sponsored by Sonder yarn. Not really, because we bought it, but we love it.
It's not sponsored, but it's a love note to Sonder yarn.
So this was one strand of their halo, which is their mohair, and one strand of a fingering. Cashmere.
It's the luxe.
The bougie base. Yeah, it's so good. I didn't include
it's merino cashmere nylon. So it's fantastic.
So good. It's not quite.
Oh, Jodi, it is so. Is that the same color?
I think it's slightly darker.
There's another one. There's Dirty Weekend.
No, is it? That's hilarious.
There's one called Dirty. Am I just making that up now? I mean, Dirty Sheets was a no for sure.
So this is also I'm not going to write this down. It's not going to be a pattern, but just let me tell you, it's 100 stitches on a 4.5 millimeter needle, and it's 1 inch of stockinette, and then it's about 1 inch of seed stitch. And then it's just,
see, those are colors. Dirty Weekend's a Sunday morning color. This is different. Maybe it's this one that you got. Arable?
Oh yeah, looks like it.
That color?
Mm-hmm.
That looks like it. So it's not the Sunday morning colors. It's something totally different. Jodi, it's so pretty. Don't you love just texture like that?
That's all I wanted.
Classic. It's completely gender neutral. You can knit that for literally anyone.
So it's, you guys, it's just a 1x1 ribbing, and then it's stockinette. It's just 3 bands of the seed stitch. It's kind of like just like a basic beanie hat, but I knew I wanted just a little bit, so that seed stitch is really fun.
I mean, you can always put it out as a pattern and make it a free pattern.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be really great.
Yeah. It's because I could size it
if you wanted it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to make it a free pattern.
Yeah,
but
we
I'm
could
just
make it
when
a
you
pattern
said you're
star.
not doing it.
And then I did some really nice.
And did you knit it to match my sweater so that I would have an outfit?
And then look at this pom-pom. Okay, so I originally, remember I talked about like a hugely high contrast, because when I saw this, I thought, I'm going to put like a lavender pom-pom.
Right.
I really liked the lavender pom-pom, but I loved this more.
It changes the personality, right? That's why I love the tie-on pom-poms.
Yeah.
Because if you have something that's going to match your outfit, but it's not like your style all the time, just take it off, put on a different one. I love the natural. My favorite pom-poms, I'm not gonna lie, are the ones that look natural, like the grays, blacks, toffees, browns. They're my favorite, but I do love a fun one once in a while, like the rose gold. Jodi, the rose gold would be amazing on that color.
I didn't even try that.
Yeah, it's not quite as like bright as a purple, but it's not. It would be really nice with that.
Oh, that's a good suggestion.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've had finished 2 hats. Love that.
I'm gonna finish. I started a Parkview hat with your yarn before Christmas and then burnt out on Christmas gifts. I thought I was gonna be able to get that done this time. I'll have it done for next time for sure. This fabric,
you guys, it
needs to be like a sweater.
So nice.
You could get that for yourself in Montreal. A sweater of that.
I'm obsessed with this color.
Wouldn't that be nice, Jodi?
Yeah. Love it.
Fun.
Okay, socks. Your turn.
Okay. Okay, before we do socks, do you want me to talk about my botanical dyeing?
You botanical dyed?
Okay.
You rock.
I know. So the Knit Social ladies, I'm going to try and get this out here so that
without upsetting everything.
Right. It's like Lego, a Jenga over here. So the Knit Social ladies did a retreat box. And it's all Canadian makers, and you can actually buy it and pick it up at Knit City Montreal if you want. But there's yarn, there's an exclusive pattern, there's bath products and tea and a candle.
Really
like
nice.
It's so nice. But there's also a craft in it. And the craft was from Sweater Weather Yarns, Fiona, and you got a natural dye kit.
Oh, I love that.
It was so much fun to do. And I mean, the instructions were super, super clear. All the little goodies came in your little muslin bag. It had everything. And there was a beautiful organic cotton bandana is what you're dyeing. So these are the little botanicals that you choose to use.
Did you not use those?
No. And it's so funny. I wish there was 2 in here because after I finished the first one, I'm like, I want to do it again.
Can't you just do a tea towel?
You can do whatever you want.
Look at you.
But I did this bandana.
It's so cute.
Isn't it cute?
Yes.
I love it. So
are you going to open an Etsy shop?
Yeah, right.
A botanically dyed.
That's right. That's right. I'm getting my website all ready to go.
God.
So this was dyed with a little bit of logwood chips, which let me tell you, logwood chips go a long way. I did not think this was going to be.
What color was logwood?
The purple. I barely put any. But I put tons of the weld, which was yellow. These little yellow flowers.
It's kind of like a green.
And then I put a little bit of the red onion skins, which would be brown. But I think I rolled this up like a cigar, like super tight. And then you steam it for like 2 hours. But I think maybe because I did it so tight that the purple just went through all the layers. So that's why I thought, oh my gosh, I'd like to try this again. But it was so much fun. So this was like Saturday afternoon, little craft.
Okay, you know what you could do is order on Amazon 100% cotton tea towels.
Well, I think this was, that would be fun too, right?
Because then you could have fun with more of your...
But I also thought this is very like irises in the springtime. Like purple and yellow. I think it turned out...
Were you surprised how it turned out purple?
Yeah, this purple blew my mind. She even tells you in the instructions.
It's going to be purple.
The purple...
I don't believe you.
It's really intense. Like, so I just barely sprinkled it.
Was it a powder?
No, it's like a bark almost. Here, I'll open it up.
Okay.
And I mean, I certainly have enough. I could do another.
Did you use all of the? Oh,
like,
no, you didn't.
No, I barely used the purple. The purple is logwood chips, and they're rust colored. So anyway, I had a ball. There's probably a lot of people out there that. So this is what made the purple dye. It looks like cedar chips.
Wow.
Yeah. And I barely sprinkled it. Anyway.
Logwood chips in brackets, purple dye.
Right.
That's so funny. I can make that into a project bag for you if you want, like a little drawstring.
See, isn't that
just
a good idea?
And
Jodi, you would love this. This was really fun and really simple.
Let me tell you, we've said this before. We love any kind of craft.
It was so much fun.
That would be fun.
And there are steps that you have to do to the cloth before you get to dye it. You know, like you have to scour it and mordant it. Put something on that, just like when you do your citric acid and stuff for dyeing yarn, you have to do that, I think, for all fiber. But that's done. This kit had that all done. All you had to do was soak this, wet it, and sprinkle your botanicals, roll it up, and steam it. So
does she sell these kits?
I hope so. I should look. God, I should have looked before I started telling everybody how great they are.
What's the matter with you? I'm gonna Google it.
This was called Bundle Dyeing Sweater Weather Yarns, and it's Fiona.
Yarns.
Anyway, I'm really hoping to get more, and the bandana itself is, I think it was from Maiwa, like it's organic cotton. I think I read something. I don't know. Anyway, it says right on it, organic cotton. But I thought I read something that it was from the Maiwa place in Vancouver, on Granville Island. You know, that really nice fabric.
Yeah.
Anyway, all these great little photo tutorials. It was a ball. Had a ball.
Can I just see that?
I would do it again this afternoon if I had more stuff.
That's so fun. I don't know. You Google sweater weather yarn, and the thing is, everyone's named their yarn sweater weather, like a
But if you did it all, okay. So does she not have a
sweater weather?
She might be on Etsy, and it's yarns. I think sweater weather yarns.
Okay, so
this is called eco printing, where you put like botanical things like flowers and leaves and bark and stuff.
I love it.
Super fun.
Like their boxes are always so beautifully done.
Oh yes, because I got the last one in the fall.
Yes.
And so I thought, I definitely want to. So I'll share the rest of the stuff. when we're sharing what we've bought or what we've had sent or whatever. But I wanted to share my craft because I love it.
I love that.
And it was so easy. You could do it with your kids.
Yeah. That's fun.
Like any age can sprinkle.
And not a lot of cleanup, like not messy dye.
No, it's not messy.
Yeah.
And there's 2 options for steaming it. You can use a pot that you won't use for food anymore, and just those like little veggie steamers.
I'll use a pot that I use for food again.
I made macaroni and cheese and didn't even wash it after. But there's another way where you can put it in a mason jar.
Oh yeah.
And it's like pickling, like you steam.
Is that what you did?
That's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah, worked out great.
Okay.
Carson says you're glowing on her TV.
Carson.
We thought we looked Vaseline-y, but thank you, Carson.
You know what I did today? Every day, Jones Road Beauty, the beauty balm.
See?
Yeah. I love it. Carson, I hope you mean glowing in a good way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slick.
Right. No, I think it's Vaseline-y. If I'm honest. Anyway.
I don't know how it gets like that.
My skin looks so moisturized.
You do. You look moisturized. Which is a really good thing.
Okay. First pair of socks.
What?
So, Lolo Did It.
Yes.
Is a beautiful brand of yarn.
Yes.
And this was a color she did forever ago. It's called
Intense Speckles.
PYT, and it's one of the OG favorite ever yarns that I have. I actually think this might have, I couldn't find the label. It was like there and then it was gone. For some reason, I thought this might be worsted because the tube was like 4 inches shorter.
Oh.
But I could be wrong, but I think it's worsted. Anyway, I cranked a tube and
does it feel different than, like, your DK feels lighter?
I think it's worsted.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Well, just feeling
were to
that other
guess.
fabric. But oh my gosh, these speckles.
Yeah.
We fell in love with this color. I mean, I had it in fingering too. I mean, it would make
so
a
good.
Wild, fun love note.
Yes. Yeah.
Or that sea glass we were talking about. Like those crazy skeins you don't know what to do with. That would be awesome. Jodi, these are so nice.
So I cranked a tube on our knitting sock machine, circular sock machine, and then cut in, this was, again, it's funny because I had this skein, again, next to me. So that's the heels and toes.
But that color will go with everything.
Isn't that great?
Yes, it will go with everything.
Yeah.
So this is 48 stitches.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the difference in the circumference? Just a little bit.
Oh yeah, you're right. So it is bigger. It's got to be worsted.
I mean, it's really not that much different than...
I don't think it's enough that it's going to really change things. If I'm honest, I didn't even measure.
No.
No, I didn't.
I'm flabbergasted.
Shocking, but I didn't measure.
Jodi, they're beautiful. Are you starting to put things in a gift pile? I'm starting to think about that.
I have a box, Tracie, of all these socks. I
Good.
can't bring there's a few that
You'll
I can't.
be done.
Yes, I have so many socks.
Like, you won't have to knit for gifts. It'll be done.
I'd like to say I'm planning that, but I'm
No.
not. But I'm just, for this last week and a half, all I wanted to do, because I didn't commit to a sweater.
Right. Well, you finished this one.
And I didn't want to just cast on anything, because this has been done. See, too big of a size. It's just too much fabric. I just have been knitting socks. Yeah.
I love it.
I love
Totally love it. Well, we always think that traveling is like throw a sock in your purse, right?
Yeah.
They're the best thing ever. So I have a sock that I started on the airplane, and then I needed the needle, so I took it off my needle.
I do that too sometimes, and just leave the stitches live.
No, I put a waist yarn on it so that I can go back to it.
What
And I
on earth
am
are those?
gonna go back to it because I'm loving it. These are those curio socks that Andrea Mowry came out with.
That is impressive.
It's so simple. Let me tell you, what a design. So simple, but so effective. So, I mean, you'll notice this is actually her metamorphic sweater. I feel like this was like, I'm sure we'll be getting more patterns, maybe not, but who knows. so I love it. And it is color changing yarn. So the pattern uses
Tracie.
I know, Jodi. Isn't it gorgeous?
You guys,
and
look at that slip stitch detail.
Super addictive and fun to knit. Her pattern is, there's an afterthought heel, but I did my heel flap and gusset. It's so easy. So easy to do. You can modify this sock with whatever, for whatever heel that fits you best. But I had this super beautiful golden skein of, this is Spin Cycle dyed in the wool. So that's their sport weight. It's called End of Summer. So like autumny colors. And this is Mondim yarn, which is, this one's dyed by La Bien-Aimée. So I've had this for a long time. This is the Sansa color.
Very pretty. Tracie, these socks are adorable.
Aren't they nice?
Yes.
So you can Mondim is a Retrosaria Rosa Pomar, but then La Bien-Aimée has dyed that base in a whole bunch of their own colors. Yeah. So you can get it both ways. It is less expensive to buy just Mondim, but Amy has some amazing colors. And I fell in love with the Sansa. I actually thought one day I would love a sweater in Sansa. It's a really...
That color.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Really pretty. Really but I have the one skein, so it's going to make great socks. Isn't that nice?
Ooh, that's a good pattern. Oh, Tracie,
it's
that's
addictive.
Nice.
Totally addictive.
I knew when I saw these and the sweater, I thought, ooh, that... I mean, her patterns are all beautiful, but then there's those ones that you go, oh, I would love that.
I would really like to do the metamorphic sweater.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So
really beautiful.
It's like, it's stripes, but it's one round stripes. It's so addictive. So I guess the inside of this would be kind of like the sweater.
With my hat pattern.
Right.
Just saying.
No. But isn't that great?
Yes, that's impressive.
The slip stitch details.
But just on the side, like for me, my brain would just be, let's just do it all over. But then,
yeah.
It's just...
and honestly, I think they're toe. I did not following the pattern. I think they're toe up and everything. Like I just decided I love the pattern, but I'm going to knit the sock the way I like to knit my sock.
Okay.
Sort of like your hat. I'm not going to follow the directions.
Right.
But I'm going to make that. So
yeah.
Anyway.
Nice.
Highly recommend.
I love that so much.
And it's in my little Sandy by the Lakeside. Super cute.
That is so cool. I wonder if she's going to Montreal.
Bunny bag. Oh, I wonder. I mean, people in Toronto can drive easily to Montreal.
But it's the sock pattern. It's the
Curio sock. Curio. Everything we're going to talk about, I'll make show notes in Ravelry.
Where do you find them?
Where do you find the socks?
Where do you find our show notes? I do know where. I'm just like posing
Are
a
you
question.
Looking for a link or something?
I would like to know where I can find it. It's in our Ravelry group. And
it is.
Down below our video, once this video is not live and it's published to YouTube this afternoon, you'll find the description box below with a few quick links. And one of those quick links will be to our Ravelry group where you'll find threads.
It's true. I think you're funny. I'm sorry. I thought you really wanted to know.
No. It's like, are you kidding me? Okay, so next pair of socks are these these little
Jodi.
Okay, I'll draw you this
You're holding out on me.
So this,
I have so much more. You
this
don't
is
need to
to the Mac. No, this is Frankie Gray Fiber yarn. And this is the Hello Yellow and this is the Sky High color. But these had little blips of pink on it. So I didn't sell them, right? Because they had some, so, and I had several skeins. I don't know what happened to that pink that day. Like it must have been on my fingers or something, but I smudged it everywhere. It was like a disaster. So there was like 6 skeins I have orange too, like anyway. So then I put the skeins back in the pan. Yeah. And I speckled them with pink.
I feel like the universe was trying to tell you something because it worked out
right
so well.
So then I cranked a tube and then I added heels and toes just like I do. But I did a little twist on my folded hem. I folded it the opposite way.
Don't you? I am such a fan of reverse stockinette, Jodi. That looks insanely beautiful.
So do you remember how I had turned the sock inside out last time and then picked up the stitches and then, so this time, let's pretend.
Here, do it on this.
So this time I had my regular needle here, but I just counted down and instead of picking them up on the wrong side, I picked them up on the right side, folded it down.
Yeah.
and then did a Kitchener.
I feel like it's even easier to do that way because picking up knit stitches for me is simpler than picking up purl bumps.
Yeah.
So, love it.
Yeah. I also had a question. Somebody reached out and said, I see you're doing your tubes like you're knitting a toe-up sock, like it's the last thing you do. How would I do that if I was knitting top down? Well, all you would do is you would knit twice the length that you want your cuff, right? Because once you fold it in half, it's going to be half the length. So once you have knit your tube halfway, no, once you've knit like 2 inches of your sock, then all you're going to do is simply fold it in half. Pretend this is not here. You're going to simply fold it in half, and either you can knit 2 together all the way around, you can Kitchener stitch it all around. What else you can do?
Well, literally, if you just cast on with long tail cast on, like and you go straight to knitting a tube, you could fold that in and whip stitch it down later. There's lots of ways to join the edge of knitting together where you don't even, like, if you don't want to pick up stitches, you don't have to. You just, but that way, just make sure the whip stitch is really loose so that you're not tightening that top, and make sure it's not kind of crooked. So that things get,
you just kind of just follow it down. It's really easy.
We're making it sound harder than it is. It's not.
No. So yeah, you can just start knitting and have it twice the length as you want the cuff. Fold it in half. Do your favorite knit 2 together or whatever, and then just continue knitting. Because if it's me, if I'm knitting a sock, hand knitting a sock, that's what I would do.
Well, and that technique you do in one of your hat patterns. A folded brim hat. You could do the folded brim just on a sock exactly the same way.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, where you fold it, knit, fold it, join, and then keep knitting the tube just like the hat was, but you could do it with sock.
And if you're worried that you're not going to be able to see the stitches if you just cast on in the same color yarn you're knitting your sock, just cast on with a different color.
Totally. That helps a lot.
Then you can see the different stitches.
It helps a lot.
I'm lazy and don't do that extra step, but honestly, it's really quick, and then it will eliminate, you can easily see that stitch where you're going to go into.
Yeah.
And if you're one off one way or the other, it's not going to make a difference.
No.
But,
it can get, right?
Dicey.
We've done it before where it's like, turns out a little bit slanty.
It's funny because I've done that before where I've missed a few stitches along the way, and then it's like, well, I'm off. Like, then you're really off.
It's
at
like
the
scrunchy
end.
And yeah. But that's what happens. Like, it's not perfect the first time you do it.
No, it's
don't give
trial and
up.
error.
Try it. Yeah.
It's garbage.
Right. Throw it in the garbage like Jodi does. Okay, you want to see a sock that I made?
Yes.
What?
Okay, can I just say I love the brown?
Do you love it?
Love.
It's a mini that I don't even know. It might be a creative knitter. It was an unlabeled mini. I think it came in a set.
Yeah.
But I really loved the contrast.
Yeah.
So this is very new, very beginning yarn from when you started dyeing, and it was Unicat then, but it's evolved. That color's evolved. That's not what this color is.
I wish. Okay, this was I was telling Tracie, this is a different base from a different company, so it did take the color a little different. I couldn't if I tried to do this again.
Well, who knows? Maybe one day you will do a color that's similar, right?
I love this.
I love it so much. This was a tube that I cranked on my sock machine. This is called Careless Whisper now. No, what's it called?
Dahlia. Careless Whisper. Okay, you guys, I don't
On
know.
your website, I was looking at it. It said Careless Whisper. Love. Any George Michael reference. Right? Fabulous. Yes! So, but it's this stunning pink that I just love so much.
Careless Whisper.
And so that's all I did. Like, super easy. While you were freezing at home, I was sitting by the pool, turning a sock tube. This was the sock tube. And then these are my minis. And I just thought, oh,
you're so good putting color together.
I think I'm just going to add some pink because I just love it so much. So it's not, I should finish these this weekend because I just haven't gone back to them yet.
I love it.
The color's amazing, Jo.
There was hi, Vincent. How's Atlanta today?
Oh my goodness. I just saw Vincent was teaching.
Oh. Is he
Big class of ladies that were learning. I thought I would love to have been there.
So someone just said, I know what's different. Jodi parted her hair on the wrong side.
Did you?
not the wrong side, a different side. For some reason, you know how sometimes your hair gets a memory, and then if you part it the other way, like it kind of gives it more volume.
Did you part it differently?
Yes.
Normally it's sticking up. I didn't think you had it.
Well, not like normally it's like going this way. Do you know what I mean?
Is that a wig?
Right. It's a weave. I love it. I've always wanted like extensions.
Right.
Like to instantly
Don't
get
you hate
like
doing
a
your
weave.
hair? I hate doing my hair.
I don't hate it. It's funny that someone recognized.
Well, because it takes 30 seconds. You just go like that usually. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, this is gorgeous.
I didn't realize that it was on the wrong side.
It's on the other
That's
side.
so funny.
Yeah.
Well, it's working, whatever you're doing. I love it. So, Jode, beautiful speckles. Beautiful speckles.
Oh, it's so
Isn't it
good. Yeah.
So
I
good,
almost
right?
didn't recognize. It's funny because I said, "Oh, what is that?" And she goes, "It's your yard."
Right.
I thought that was funny.
And it is beautiful base too. Feels really nice.
Tracie, I'll put these in a gift box for July.
Right. Just put a little post-it on there.
I'll put a mark.
You'll never forget.
No.
You'll never forget.
Okay, so
What did you do?
I reposted this on Instagram. This is Freckled Whimsy.
Oh my God.
This was one of her colors. Carrie has my whole stripy heart.
What the heck with that speckle?
This was a Valentine-y kind of...
Super cute.
Yeah. This was... I'm not sure it's available. I'm actually quite sure. I don't think it's available anymore. But she did have a pre-order, and I
love.
jumped in on that.
Is this your own contrast? Yes.
Again, it's the Sky High. It's everything. Sky High is everywhere today.
You would be so stunning in a sky high
Isn't that pretty?
sweater, Jode.
And that's
It's your color.
It's really, thank you.
Yeah.
So actually, if you guys notice, normally my socks, when I do them, if I fold them in half, they're real close to being even with the toe, like how I end up liking it.
Yeah.
I couldn't cut off any of the stripes.
I was gonna say,
I didn't
those
have it
are
in me.
So cute.
So I kept it longer. They'll just be a little scrunchy, but I love
Oh,
these.
Freckled Whimsy for the win.
Right?
Yeah, love. And I really love this coral and pink section. Like,
Yeah.
look at the color combos in there. Yeah, so good. And the giant double stripe of speckles. Really
so
cute.
it's like color changing.
Did it come with a mini?
No.
No, but
No.
we don't need it. We've all got like leftovers.
Oh, Tracie.
Right?
That's not true. It came with a red mini.
Oh, okay.
Now that I say that. But I did not want I was not feeling a red mini. So
There
I
you go.
just
You'll use it for something else.
yeah. This is so funny. I'll Sky Highs in everything today.
It is getting its moment because it's so good. Oh, I'm going to share Sky High.
Oh my God. This episode is sponsored by Sky High.
And
if we named our episodes, that's what I would call it.
Right. Okay, so Sky High and Overdramatic for the win.
Oh my God. I just loaded the shop with Overdramatic too.
Good, because it's so fun. And this was the other sock that I was working on while we were on holidays. I should have these done. I don't know what's happening. I love...
We're just knitting a sweater.
Right. I really was. I really was so monogamous, and I got just sick of myself. Right? And now I had a thing where I just want to cast on everything. And you wander around going, I want this, I want that, I want that.
I can't focus.
No, it's a really weird thing. But I'm not that far from having this, well, oh yeah. Anyway.
You're really not.
No, because knitting stripes go so fast.
Yes.
Like it really, really, really does. But Jodi, I love the color. This is, I don't think you can see, but there's such a good sparkle.
Don't you love?
I'm
obsessed.
A good sparkle.
I'm so glad you pushed for sparkle. Not pushed, but you requested.
I did
sparkle.
say if you ever bring in sparkle, I would love that.
And let me tell you, people are loving it too.
Look at that.
Every color I'm dyeing now has a little bit of fingering sparkle and DK sparkle.
Well, this is the gold sparkle, and the DK has the silver sparkle.
Except they couldn't fill my last order with. So the last order, the fingering came with some sparkle. This is silver sparkle.
Well, either way, I mean, it's just
beautiful.
awesome.
Yeah.
So Jodi, I'm going to work more on these and hopefully get them done. But I love it.
They're so cute.
Little shorty socks for
it's
the
the
summer.
perfect time of year because people are going to be wanting to knit those little shorties that are so
think
fun.
so. I think so.
Love
So it will be a
that.
pattern at some point. It's really totally, like I thought to myself, I should call it potato chippy because everybody says, oh, it's such a potato chippy pattern for some things. That's what this is.
It should be named Sky High Socks.
Right. Do you remember that movie?
Oh, Tracie.
The kids love that movie.
Let me tell you, Jordan's very nostalgic with the movies that she watched. Like she'll go back and watch Cheaper by the Dozen, High School Musical, all those ones that
did not love High School Musical.
I mean, I didn't hate High School Musical.
No, I did not like it. I was forced to watch
Sky High specifically, like that doesn't get old.
Okay, there's a new Cheaper by the Dozen on the Disney Plus app.
I don't know if you can mess with perfection.
I'm gonna look at it because I really did love those movies. So
I'm watching Encanto today.
Are you?
That's my plan.
I haven't watched that yet either.
It's supposed to be so
I know.
We don't talk about Bruno. No. Okay.
I do love it when you start singing.
I cranked a tube.
No.
That was it for socks for me.
That was it.
That's actually it for knitting for me.
That's it for knitting and my eco dyeing.
Right.
That's it.
God.
Yeah, that's it for knitting. This is great.
I got this is
that yarn you gave me last time?
No, this is the neck. Yes, it is.
It is because you gave me the sock set.
Yes, this is the month, the surprise. You don't know what it's going to be. Club from Renee.
Mystery Club.
Right round.
Surprise! You don't know what it's going to be. I'm not telling you anything, Club.
AKA Mystery Club. But you get to choose. It's like you get to choose a sock set with a mini, without a mini.
Right.
DK. It's really good because you kind of pick and choose what you like. I got 2 skeins, but it was so pretty.
Oh, did you?
I wanted to crank it too.
Okay, let me tell you, that is a lot of yarn for socks.
Yes.
Like you can get 2 pairs of shorties out of that.
Absolutely.
Like because DK skein, you think, oh, it's not a lot of yarn for socks. It can be.
Yes, you guys, it can be.
250 yards.
Yeah. This is absolutely enough to have 4 of these. You're going to knit a cuff. You're going to knit a toe. Absolutely.
I guess if you were knitting, like for, say, someone that likes long socks and has big feet, you would need a contrast heel, cuff, and toe.
You know what they say.
Right.
Big feet, big socks. But
big shoes?
You're right. Shane we would not get 2 for Shane and Jeff.
Congratulations.
There is such a thing as socks that are too big.
Right.
But you don't want socks that are too big.
No.
So this is gorgeous. I could not
wait.
And
it's gorgeous.
Just the oranges and the pinks. I think right now we're craving a bit of...
That's energetic. That color combination and the black speckles, is really fun.
I just want to cover everything. And Jordan talks me off the ledge a little bit.
You want
I sent... Vincent had placed an order with Frankie Gray Fibres, and I threw in a
tube?
A set. No. Did I send a tube? No, I think I sent it. Just said maybe you want to try some
that's
DK
so
socks.
Nice.
Because he loves green. I think I sent him green. Anyway, I love this. I'm gonna make these into socks.
Jodi, they're awesome.
I thought for Amber. No, I love them. Here's the thing, you guys. Once I pick a skein that's not necessarily my own that I'm doing for the shop, like I almost don't want to part with this.
I know. And everybody else will be happy with others. So if you love something, you should keep it.
Right.
You really should.
Oh my God, I love it.
I feel strongly about that.
Although
you do have 2 skeins.
Oh my God, you're so right.
Right. Like,
okay.
You're set for this one.
Okay.
But later,
it's
if you love it, you should keep it.
Yeah. So that was a club colorway that I just got.
That's really fun. That's really fun.
Yeah.
I have a club coming. I've got things arriving today that I wish came yesterday, but that's okay.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I'll share them next time. They'll be old by then, but
why bother?
I will forget.
Why bother?
Because that's what happens. Okay.
It's funny. I have a great big IKEA bag under my sewing counter.
Yeah.
That as things come in the week, they just get tossed right in there.
Right.
Like I don't use them.
You're not a very organized person. I'm quite surprised. You are now. You are organized.
Somewhat.
Yes.
Somewhat.
Totally. That's very organized. Okay.
Oh, so pretty.
We love Scrumptious Pearl yarns. Amazing Canadian self-striping dyer. Also doing tonals too. But I discovered them through
She was just at Stitches West.
I know. I hope all those California people stocked up because their yarn is amazing.
Yeah.
She came out with a Yellowstone sock club.
Rip.
Yellowstone, the TV show, which
I heart Rip.
Everybody hearts Rip. I feel like he's universally hearted. But they decided to do a Yellowstone sock club. So I signed up right away. It was 3 months or 6 months. I know I'm getting the 3 months.
I'm shocked you didn't get 6 months.
I know, me too.
Did you get 2?
No.
Oh.
But who knows? Things can change,
Yeah.
right? This is the inspiration photo. And it's called My Ranch, My Rules. How gorgeous is that? I'm sure I can share this. I got it a few weeks ago. This is...
No, don't. No, it's a surprise.
Right, surprise. This is the color.
It's really beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I absolutely
like that.
Love it.
Rust and that.
And it came with a black mini. Well, no, you choose.
Okay.
So when you buy the club, you choose the stripe base or the glam sparkle base, and with a mini or without a mini. So I always get the mini.
So you did not choose the color of mini, but you chose an
no,
add-on.
Yeah, I chose the mini, whatever they're gonna dye to have it go with it.
Okay.
But there's a lot of warm tones and neutrals in here, and I love it. I don't know who they're, and as soon as it comes, I think, oh, I'm gonna crank a tube, and I don't know who they're gonna be for. My husband loves Yellowstone, so I feel like he would love this pair of socks.
I love that.
Yeah, and at the same time, I brought Cloudline.
Oh,
Super denim-y.
really
Isn't
beautiful.
that nice?
Yeah. She also does worsted.
I know.
Not all the time, or I'm not sure if she does it all the time.
Sometimes.
But self-striping worsted.
So gorgeous.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for an awesome Canadian self-striper, there's so many. We have amazing striping dyers, but I would totally recommend Scrumptious. I would recommend them all.
Is she vending in Montreal?
Well, Thread and Maple is.
Right. She's one half of Thread and Maple, right?
Well, she is Sam's mom. So that's what happened. Thread and Maple had a booth at Stitches West, and Scrumptious Pearl was there. So maybe we'll be lucky enough.
That's a couple weeks away. We're super excited. Montreal, get ready.
Montreal's not ready for us.
They're not.
Listen, we don't speak French. I feel like it's, people are going to be
I've been brushing up.
not so impressed.
Rosa, what's the thing? Rose. How am I going to learn just French?
Even Duolingo.
No, what's that thing? Set a stone.
Rosetta Stone.
Set a stone.
I don't know what it's called, but I'm already doing it. I will do my best. I will do my best French. But anyway, we'll see how it goes.
Funny.
I'm very, very, very excited. We bought our shopping tickets. We bought our knit night tickets.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do a meet and greet at Sonder Yarn booth Saturday afternoon.
Yes, you guys.
So
I even have
I already feel like we're already having fun.
I knew they were going to ask us. That's why I did my stripy sweater in Sonder Yard. Just saying. I'm going to wear this hat too.
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
I wonder what the weather's going to be like.
It's warmer than here because it's, as a rule.
And if there's somewhere we need to go while we're in Montreal, I would love to know, because we have a little bit of extra time.
Yeah.
Like, is there like I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never been, and it's supposed to be absolutely stunning. Like very historical, super kind of old world European-y.
Really?
Yes.
And bring your rubber boots because it'll be melty. Yeah.
Oh, really? I'm not going outside.
Is there anything indoors we can do?
Rubber boots?
No, it's not like we're going to be puddle splashing. The food is so good.
Yes.
Giant underground mall. I'm not going to a mall. If I'm honest.
I actually have a really big mall here, and kind of over
It's
the big
above
mall.
ground.
But a good restaurant would be amazing. I would love a restaurant recommendation.
Yeah. Old Montreal.
Yes, Old Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm excited. I love going new places.
How far where we're staying to Old Montreal?
Go visit Old Port. It's so beautiful. Oh, you guys, when this video comes up, will you please let us know where we should go?
Yeah.
That would be great. Do you have more yarn?
And who's picking us up from the airport?
Right. It's called a taxi. Liverpool
Smoked
House.
meat?
Yeah.
Carson, you had me at smoked meat.
Right. Montreal smoked meat.
Oh.
So,
I love it.
We're going to the home of Montreal smoked meat. You're welcome.
The actual fuck. Okay, sorry to swear if any kids are in the room. What the actual fart?
Yeah. What the actual
taxi.
beat? 10-minute taxi.
Love it.
That's like speaking my love language.
Okay, I just have a few things I purchased.
Okay, me too. We could do a book section. I've got some really, really fun books that happened. I can't even believe this.
What?
Yes. The Drunk Knitter.
Oh.
I have followed her on Instagram for the longest time. She is incredibly talented. She does so much. She's even got a true crime knitting podcast. Audio.
She's got an adorable baby.
Super adorable baby. But her first book,
Wow.
Safia Talley. She's really sweet. I love following her. I love her designs. But she wrote a book and it just came out. I actually got it on Amazon because that was the easiest way for me to get, easiest and fastest way for me to get it. But it's straight up sock knitting. And I think she does like a long tube technique. Anyway, she's showing you all the tips and tricks. It's a really, really good book. I love the size of it. The photography is amazing. There are lots of patterns in here. Little shorties, little baby socks. Like, okay, I'm going to show you this picture. Come on. Come on.
That is super cute.
She's wonderful. And I was just so excited to see the book. And of course, I wanted to have one in my library. A couple of days ago, she was literally #1 on Amazon in the arts and crafts books and the fashion. This book was #1.
That's huge.
What a moment. What an exciting... And not even just a moment. It's probably not just a moment, right? Like she's great.
What a beautiful book.
Yeah.
Love that.
Would totally recommend that. If you love sock knitting. And I think she's just adorable. Super cute. Lots of fun patterns in here.
It's really beautiful, you guys. If you're a sock knitter, if you're looking to get into socks, it starts at ground zero. There's some really beautiful patterns in here. Yeah,
and lots of tips and tricks for like those funny little areas in a sock, like the corner where people were like, oh, it pulls or there's a hole or whatever. She's got you covered.
Could be problematic.
Right, she's got you covered. Like she's literally got all kinds of things happening and beautiful tutorials on stitches and stuff. So very fun, loved it. So excited when that came.
It is beautiful.
Isn't that great?
So we were traveling yarn. We've talked about before and we've shown their beautiful yarn. She has curated the most beautiful book of patterns using her yarn.
I have not seen this book.
I just brought it today. I have seen it.
Gorgeous.
She's from Arizona. So the photographer.
She's from Phoenix, I believe.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, like right.
You guys. So it's all using traveling yarn. It's different weights for different patterns. There's socks, there's shawls, there's garments.
It said 17 patterns and 16 designers. Is it and knitting and crochet, I believe? Yeah. Right? The photography is stunning.
This cover shot is a Tiff Nealon shawl. I just got to show you a couple sweaters.
It's hefty. This book is like thicker than a magazine. Oh, that's so cute.
Right?
Yeah.
Like right now, you guys, we kind of have to start thinking about like, we're not going to wait to knit these shorter sleeved items. We want to knit them now.
I agree.
So we can wear them.
What's that one?
It's called a desert grass top and it's
that's so cute.
A vest, you guys. I mean, the photography in the desert.
I don't know what
incredible.
time of year she photographed it. Yeah, the desert is stunning. Oh, that's so pretty.
Okay.
What a beautiful job on this book.
I want to show you the one cowl. This can be found at travelingyarn.com.
Wow, look at that.
On her website. I mean, I don't want to show you. I mean, I do, but I don't. But.
That's so cute.
Okay, look at these citrus
look at the
socks.
Photography. Boy, this book is done so beautifully.
There's a cowl I want to show you guys. It's a color work cowl.
I wonder who the photographer was.
No, it's a bandana. Hang on, hold the phone. You guys, I'm just going to quickly flash this. The font is big.
I was just going to say, sometimes magazines are so tiny print that you just think, well, I've got to photocopy this and enlarge it.
I'm going to show you a different view of that.
That's really cute.
Look at that.
That's really cute.
Yes.
And the charts, like the knitting charts, are huge.
Yeah. I won't show that. But look at this. It's one of those slip over bandana type cowls.
Who designed that? That's really beautiful.
Hold the phone. Ashley Wimp.
Okay.
Wimp. Yeah. You guys, this is so beautiful. It's big. There's a lot of patterns.
Wow.
So thank you for sending this to us. Travelingyarns.com is where you can find this.
And we're going to do a giveaway. We have copies to give away.
2 to give away.
Which is really, really exciting. And I think we'll do that this week, right?
Yeah.
We thought we would do that this week. So we'll run our giveaway. I don't know. We never do it on Instagram. So I don't know. Ravelry, Instagram, something like that. Yeah. Just peek into both places.
Tracie is, you're not going to know what yarn you get, but Tracie will add some beautiful yarn to
we'll add
these books.
Such a Jodi. Yeah, we'll do that for sure. And the new spring pom-pom is out, which is so exciting. This is their 40th issue of Pom-Pom magazine. Yes. It's called Dreamscape. It's spring 2022.
I thought that these colors are so pretty for spring.
I thought the patterns in here were so unique and intriguing and beautiful. Like things that you don't normally see.
That little bit of ruffle on the
creative. And mohair and ruffle seem to be
wow.
Like
those
gorgeous socks. Super beautiful socks. But there's the sweaters in here. There's more than one.
Oh, it's gauzy.
Yeah, more than one that's, like you say, gauzy. And I'm trying to find the big pictures of them. Here they are. Oh my gosh. You're going to die. So all the pictures are...
Actually, if I'm honest, I didn't go through this. This is incredible.
It's such a good book. Such a good book. That's the cover.
Look at the little bit of ruffle right there across your bust.
So lace and ruffle.
Cover your nips.
Right. Well,
no, but that's really cute.
Look at the length of this.
But it's mohair, you guys. Look at the gauzy.
I just think that it's outstanding. What's in here is so different and so beautiful. You're starting to see like the test knitters versions and stuff. You're starting to see that on, oh my gosh, I can't even get over this. Wow. Look at that. Boxy and lacy and, like fuzzy. I love it. I'm so excited I am so excited to get back to knitting with mohair. So lace.
Oh, I would love that sweater.
I mean, of course you can knit it in whatever you want. You don't have to use mohair, but how gorgeous. Look, this has a collar.
So for me, when I see this photo, the contrast of the gauzy fabric that you get in the body of the sweater, contrasting with the solid cuffs, collar, and rib on the bottom, that to me, that is a stunning sweater.
Oh my, they're so unique. Like, I just think they're incredibly creative. Look at that. That one looks like it's knit side to side.
I feel like this episode, or this version of spring, this one is incredible.
So pom-pom is a huge favorite. I love the size of pom-pom. You can pop it in any bag. It's really tiny.
Yeah.
But there's also really fun other crafts in here. The photography is beautiful. The articles are always so good. This, I can't imagine. I can't even believe it.
Is it like a landscape?
It's like intarsia.
Wow.
And mohair is the main color, but you're doing all these intarsia, and it looks like there's beads. The black beads. Anyway, gorgeous. Thank you, Pom Pom, for sending us some copies so that we can share them with you guys. We always stock Pom Pom. You can get Pom Pom in our shop.
Let me just say, this newest copy is spectacular. I mean, they're all really, really great.
Yeah.
This one's spectacular.
It is spectacular.
I think I said that with the last one, but I really mean it with this one.
I feel like it's the same. Like you can't go wrong with Pom Pom. Yeah. But this spring one to me was very different with all the lightness and airiness. And people that don't use mohair, you can just use lace weight yarn.
Or a lot of these, I'm sure I haven't read it, but a couple of, they're going to be held double. Maybe. So you're just going to be able to substitute a fingering weight yarn.
You can,
right?
For sure. But I love all the open stitch work because we're coming into in the Northern Hemisphere, we're coming into warmer days. Yeah. So you can knit these things and still wear them, which is great.
I love that.
Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. Everything in there is...
Oh my God.
Okay, well, that's it. We're done.
She just like swiped it onto the floor.
Oops.
Yeah. I love that.
I do have a couple of things to share, and then I'm done.
Me too. I have a bag and some yarn.
I have three. You go.
I didn't show this Did I show this last time? I think I might have.
Maybe, but it's so pretty,
Did I?
Jodi. It's so pretty. But maybe not last time, but the time before. Because you had 2 pinks, right? Didn't you show 2? And
yeah, you're right.
Anyway, it's worth showing. I love this.
This was the other one I was thinking of to cast on, but then I thought I want a quick sweater on a 6mm needle,
but a vest
at that gauzy.
Okay.
You know, like not gauzy, but like a love notey.
Yeah.
This will be a sweater because the Drops Air is incredible.
It is.
But I was thinking now, like you inspired me because you wound yarn and you're like, I just want a love note. Like I want a quick. Not just because it's quick, but you want that sweater because you do wear your love note a lot.
I do. I wear it. I love it. I'm shocked I have not knit another one because as soon as I finished the first, it was like, I have to knit another.
Well, and every yarn after that, you're like, oh, that would be the most amazing love note.
It's true.
Yeah.
I feel like if someone has not knit a love note, I think you should. I really do think you should. Whether it's with mohair or suri, or maybe some people don't love just straight up DK. It is a DK weight pattern. But I
think I did
is incredible how it flies off the needles. No, you did spun right round in that crazy speckle and the black mohair.
Did I only knit one love note?
Yeah. Did you knit 2?
I don't recall.
I think you only knit 1.
Yeah, I think you're right.
No, you knit me 1. It's
too
Flora Morganite. It's a little bit small. No, I'm too big. Like, I'll get into it. I'll wear it.
Okay, that's it. I'm casting on a love note. Who's with us?
I think I'm going to. Somebody just said Susan has knit 5 love notes.
Yes, Susan.
I knit Mom 1 and I knit me 1. I'm going to knit me another one.
Right.
Yeah. Knit myself another one.
Yeah.
Jodi, today's the day.
Well,
I'm so excited.
Okay, so Tracie and I said this before we came, we're doing it. We're casting on a love note and I want it for Montreal.
Right. Maybe we could wear them next time. Well, we should because we leave the next day.
Yeah.
OMG.
Star, you must. Let's cast on.
Let's have an informal knit along. We can just post on Instagram even.
Yeah, 2-week knit along, love note knit along. Cast on this weekend.
Listen, it took me only 8 days to knit my first one, and that's not
all
power knitting. No, that's not power knitting. I am stoked for this.
God,
I'm super excited. Okay, done. Oh my god.
Here we go. I gotta
Jodi.
go. I gotta go wind yarn.
Right.
Okay, show me something.
No, did you just show me something?
I did.
You showed me that yarn. Okay. Okay. So
you have lots of lip gloss ideas here.
I know, right? Okay, so it was so nice. Nice, right?
No, this.
Oh, I know. Okay. I had never heard, well, this is years ago. I had never heard of possum yarn. It sounds
sketchy.
Okay. That's better than what I was going to say.
Okay.
I remember when I worked at the yarn shop, there was a yarn company called Zelana, and it was like merino and possum blend yarn. It felt like cashmere. It was unbelievable. And Karina of Louie and Lola Yarns, who's in Tasmania, she has been dyeing merino possum yarn and having updates. And I missed it, which is fine. I'm so happy that she's, selling out. And I just said that. I said, oh, geez, I literally was trying to get it and I couldn't. It went so fast.
Really?
And she said, oh, let me know. And I'll, she was so generous. She said, what color are you looking for? I'll dye it and send you an invoice. So I always wonder if I should say that. But anyway, that's what happened.
Listen, I feel like if someone offers that to you,
it was very generous.
They're doing it because they want to.
I don't ask, but
I do sometimes.
Offered. Well, that's a whole other story.
Totally.
This is the base undyed.
Oh, is it?
Yes. So it's really kind of a warm, oatmeal-y, beautiful color. This is 100 grams.
You guys.
This is 100 grams of merino nylon. This is 100 grams of merino possum. A very similar yardage.
You guys.
It's so plump.
You guys, it is plum.
Like, even though it says it's fingering weight yarn, this is something you can knit sport for sure. I think. I mean, you'd have to swatch.
The softness to this yarn.
It's like cashmere. It's crazy. So I chose this color for a sweater. It's called Robin's Nest. And you can see the heathered. Like, it's not just solid blue. You can see a little bit of the heather there. I just thought that would be so beautiful. And I got the natural for possibly color work or stripes or whatever. And Karina...
I love that you picked this blue.
Isn't it pretty?
Yes.
Yeah. And Karina sent other colors. There's a gray here that now I can't reach because I threw it halfway across the room.
It's an 80-20.
This is the mint. So it's 80% merino, 20% possum, non-superwash from what I understand. Yeah, it says right on it, non-superwash. Okay. But this mint, come on with the mint. And this is her dusty rose color.
So I'm guessing possum is quite fine. This got such a beautiful halo that you don't normally get from just merino.
Oh yeah, no. Possum's the whole...
Do you totally sound like
you know what you're talking about.
But the
possum's the
beautiful.
halo. The halo's all the possum.
Oh.
So even though this says fingering weight yarn, I think you could totally knit something. It's quite plump. I'm excited to swatch and see really what happens to the yarn.
I don't know. Those colors that she sent you could go like... Are you thinking
you could be
Are you thinking about color work?
Well, I was.
But look at the blush and that other blue.
Well, she sent the mint, and then I thought, geez, I should have maybe picked mint.
We'll put the pink with that. All three of them.
Yeah.
All four of them.
Jodi, she sent extras. I would love it for you to take some and knit with it if you want. But we'll.
I mean, I could double strand a hat.
Yeah, you totally could. I think you should take some.
It's
the
really
gray.
beautiful.
Let me grab the gray.
It's funny because, you know,
oh my God.
Truth be told, when I heard the word possum, I thought, ew. That was my first reaction.
Thing.
And not really ew. I mean, it's the same.
Yeah, we thought ew. We're like, what the heck? What's up with that?
But it's just like, why ew? It's an animal with fur.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same, no different than a sheep.
Well, it's like I heard camel. I thought, ew, camels are disgusting. It's a really beautiful fiber.
Are you judgy?
Beautiful. Right. Super
yes,
judgy.
Rodent. But here's the thing. I mean, if it's got a hair or there's no reason. And the softness, you guys, this is amazingly soft yarn.
I can't believe how soft it is. The brand is Louie and Lola Yarns, and this one is her charcoal gray. So, like, just amazing.
I'm wondering if this comes in a DK or worsted.
I don't know.
Is she Louie or is she Lola? I'm just
Louie
kidding.
and Lola are her puppies.
I know that.
Yeah, and it's Karina. So
in Tasmania.
Super fluffy. So huge thanks to Karina for dyeing.
That's so beautiful.
It's like dyeing yak, where it's like, it doesn't take like a superwash merino wood. It's going to be a different color altogether.
I love that.
So this Robin's Nest
Obsessed.
is quite bright on
Except
merino.
this I look at and go,
well, that's for you. You have to keep it. Here. Do you want the pink too?
No.
She said those are all the extras.
No.
Those were the stowaways. I don't mean extras, but stowaways. Well, if you... Well,
I'm just going to take one.
Maybe.
Thank you.
Why don't you
I'm
take
going to knit a hat
two?
and double strand it.
Maybe this will be the yarn that we put in the giveaway today. A skein of...
Oh, it's beautiful.
Right?
Just beautiful.
I just think it's really unique, and maybe lots of people haven't knit with it, so...
It's just beautiful. Possum fur from Australia, than opossums that we have here. Oh, I don't know what that
I don't know. I don't know much
about it. The colors are
it.
lovely.
I love the heathered, especially on these lighter colors. I love that it's that depth of with the heathered underneath. It would make an amazing hat. And apparently, incredibly warm fiber. So this is going to be a really good thing for where we live.
I'd love to
Jodi, a hat or a cowl or something would be
I'm gonna
perfect.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Thank you so much. That's generous.
Very generous.
Okay, you guys, this is so funny because remember last time, 3 weeks ago, Tracie showed her Misanuk bag that she had custom. Are you looking at me like I'm like pronouncing it right? Misanuk.
When we get to, I think it's Mishnok.
Mishnok? Okay.
I don't know.
Mishnok.
I think when we get to Montreal, I'm going to film Angela. And
saying her name.
Exactly how do you say your name?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful Scottish word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's got bags on her website, but this is a made to order bag, which is another selection. So how you do it is you sign up with your email. It's called a wait list.
Right.
You get a confirmation email, and then within a few days, mine turn came up.
Yeah.
She reached out and said, here's your link to choose and purchase. It was seamless.
It's so easy.
It was perfect. She did suggestions.
Her not style, but her whole procedure for ordering bags, like she opens so many custom orders and then takes so many on the wait list.
Yeah.
So it goes, I feel like fast. She's really
fast.
Yeah. I agree. I had the same experience.
I chose a Harris Tweed only.
I love it so
I
much.
chose a really dusty blue.
And that's hand woven.
Yeah.
That tweed.
Really?
Yeah, Harris tweed is a big deal. The fabric of Harris, it's
that.
only made in Scotland in a very specific place, and it's usually families are weaving these tweeds forever.
Wow.
Yeah, look, it's worth looking up.
You know what? I am going to, because I'd like to know.
Yeah.
I chose the black leather for the handles. You could have chosen the part, like Tracie's had the Harris tweed, and then she had
a tartan. Yeah.
Yeah, and I did not. She suggested this fabric for the
that's so
inside, which
cute.
I love.
She uses like cotton and steel or Rifle Paper Company prints.
It's got lots of pocket sleeves down there, and then once it gets worn in, I'm going to be able to really cinch that.
Oh
in.
yeah, Jodi.
It came
Do you
so
love
good.
it?
You know what was the worst thing? For some reason, it had one number different on the address, so it went 4 doors down.
Oh no!
But thankfully, my number was on there, and he called me.
Oh yeah, sometimes that happens. I don't know how it happens, but Jodi, you're gonna love it. It's the perfect. This style is called the project bag.
Yeah.
You can buy handbags and tote bags, and she makes backpacks, which are like.
I
wish I was the person that liked wearing backpacks all the time because it's unbelievable. Fits a laptop, like it could be your everyday, like commuter bag.
Yeah.
She is a vendor at Knit City, Montreal.
Very sturdy, very stand-up-ish. It's gorgeous.
Have mercy is all I can say.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I know I'm going to get if I'm honest, I'm going to get another. Excuse me. I just burped. I'm going to get another one.
yeah, they're really, really beautiful. And made to last.
Yeah.
Right? The wool, it's wool and cotton and leather.
And I have no problem, and I'm a little bit of a fatty.
See?
To put that here. See?
Could be a little handbag.
Yes, I can throw my wallet and have my knitting in there.
Yeah, anyway, I love it. She also often does, with these virtual events, she'll do a virtual trunk show.
Oh.
And she'll show all the stuff and talk about, and it's just like,
that's
cha-ching,
Totally.
add to cart. Yay, look out Montreal, I'm going to be broke. Girl,
Yes.
you and me both.
And I just want to put out there, I hope that anyone, we are so excited to see, we're going to say hello to people. Don't not come up and say hello to us.
No,
Not
don't,
like,
don't.
I mean.
Don't. Jodi is not nice.
If I hear that someone said, I saw you and I didn't want to come up and say hi, I'm going to be mad.
I hope not either, because that is a giant bummer.
Not that anyone's really going to want.
No, I don't think so either.
But if that's the case.
But we're going to give out something really awesome.
What are we giving out?
I don't know.
I have so many sheep stickers.
I have pins. I have sheep stickers.
We have lots.
We just want to say hi. It's a real, I mean, come on. Our first in-person event in how many years?
Yeah.
Please don't.
Say hi to Tracie.
Whatever. If
you don't walk away.
If you don't want to say hi, don't say hi. That's fine. No pressure.
Okay.
That whole thing was so weird. Okay. I bought recently, really quick. Renee of Lowland Originals. She's an awesome maker out of the Netherlands. Lowland Originals.
Oh,
she hand painted some fabric.
That's amazing.
So there's all these sock terms on the back, like toe up and gusset and DPNs and magic loop, and it just and she's hand painted the hearts and
stuff.
stuff.
Did I see heavy fingering on there?
Perhaps. Of course, that's what jumped out at you. Circular knitting, blah blah blah. There's a whole bunch of stuff on here, but really it's just, it looks like graffiti or something, right?
I love that.
Isn't it cute?
Yes. I love the bold black and red.
And for sure, and it came out around Valentine's is when I ordered it. So there were all the hearts and stuff like that. But it says love to knit. And I've seen she's done other ones since then, but they're all completely works of art, totally unique.
Oh my God, that's so good.
But her bags are beautiful all the time. And she does all kinds of different things. Here? Oh yes. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. She does these little these journals. Do they call them junk journals? Is that what and they takes, like, she makes these little.
Oh my God, those are like recycled paper.
Yeah, but like, again, another art project. Like, they're all unique and different.
Like wrapping paper and tissue and grid paper.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Isn't that cool?
I'm glad you bought something you'll never use.
This was a gift.
No.
So, yes.
That takes so much work.
I can't believe
That's beautiful. I love those. I buy those little things and then I put them on my shelf so I can see them but don't use them.
Like, look, this is the outside of a tea box. Like, the cover is the... Oh. So it really is cool. Totally recycled, and you put things together. You would never know they were the original thing. It's so artistic and beautiful.
What a beautiful maker she is.
Yeah, super creative. Very cool. Yeah. I would love to do a little... this could be a fun thing to do yourself too, right? Get into stuff like that.
Right.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah.
I have one more thing. I bought some stuff from Circus Tonic Handmade, who is Hannah, who I love. Hannah. This was her February sock club, which is so
Tracie, that's calling you
beautiful. It's called Salmon Gums. All of her yarns are named for like native Australian birds and butterflies and fauna and all flora and fauna and all that stuff. So her colors are beautiful. And quite a while ago, I ordered.
That's really, really pretty.
This came. Christmas time, Hannah did this really cool box, but it wasn't shipping internationally. So I just thought, okay, well, whatever. I'll just keep my eye out. But this last one she did ship internationally. Look at this. She did her own self-striping yarn.
That's new for her.
Can you believe it? How much work that is?
The colors are incredible.
And
Hannah!
It came with this little pottery. I know. And
you could use that as a bud vase.
And it came with Tough Woolens. Smell it. This is the scent, Circus Tonic Handmade's custom scent. And it came with Tough Woolens sock soap.
What scent is this?
That's called When Life's a Circus.
Okay.
It's for Circus Tonic Handmade.
We got to get some more of ours.
I just emailed Martha.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So I'll get back on that. Because yes, we want to. Oh my gosh, I love it. Is there like
lemongrass in there?
Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful. I would slather myself in.
Okay, I'll read the back while you continue.
You keep it. Keep it. No. Yes, I'll get another one. Keep it. And then I think Hannah popped in this beautiful skein as a treat. Oh my gosh, it's her 80% merino, 20% cashmere.
That's not in the regular box?
I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is the pink robin color.
That's so cute. She knows you love pink.
Coronation cashmere base. Her yarn is amazing. Amazing.
Can I smell this?
She's wonderful. Sure. That's the sage and blackberry, I think.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh, sorry. She also sent this speckle. Spotted pardalote. So,
you guys, this is like
her colors are unbelievable.
An actual photograph.
Yeah, I think they. Yeah, she always gives you that with like her clubs. And her club colors are never, I don't believe, redone. So if you love...
So this is not a color of the current club
No,
color.
But it's a different, another one, I think. Oh, it's but this was February this year. So...
Does she have a new box every month?
No, these things are special collabs. But she's starting to do more of them. And I noticed she just did one where the pottery thing... Something happened to the pottery edition. Like maybe it failed in the kiln or something. So she went out and shopped for vintage little china things. So every box was different. Some people got bud vases. Some people got little tiny teacups and stuff. So anyway, it's really
gorgeous. This
is beautiful. So this is another maker. Shoot, I should have figured that out. But if you go to Hannah's Instagram, Circus Tonic Handmade, you can scroll down and you'll see that this is...
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. We
love
pottery, right? Mom collected it for so long, and
I don't have a ton of it, but there's little snippets here and there around my house.
I have a really soft spot for it. Yeah. Like it's not hard to
fall in love with it
and collect, right? But I thought this self-striping yarn was
your jam.
Oh my gosh, Jodi, So beautiful.
So that yarn came in the box, or that was extra?
This yarn was the yarn in the box.
Okay. This was not.
No, this was the sock club that I ordered, which was different.
Separate. Okay.
Yeah. And I do believe these are completely treated.
Okay. It's beautiful.
Her speckles are awesome, hey?
Her speckles are really special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. So that's really fun.
I love that.
I know.
Okay, what I have left, you guys, is a couple of updates for Grocery Girls to our shop.
Okay.
And then I have Mrs. Brown's bags today.
Okay, I have one more thing. Can I share it? And then before we get into that stuff.
I love that.
This is a maker. She does really awesome stuff.
Yeah.
This is Brittany of Crux Fibres. She is Canadian, out of the Yukon, way up north, and she's big into hand spun, all untreated
That base
wools.
is beautiful.
This is a 100% blue face Leicester. So BFL.
The twist, you guys,
It's
lovely.
It's really beautiful. It's non-superwash.
It's a 2-ply, but look at that twist.
I thought this would be really
That's
pretty for color
gorgeous.
work or something like that.
Will you do socks?
I don't know. This is Winter Sunset. This is
Oh my god.
On Hind's Feet.
Frigid.
Frigid.
Yeah.
I was thinking like color work mitts or something. I
Yeah.
feel like this would be really pretty. It's way more than you need. You would knit more than.
That's what else. What I almost cast on just for a small project
Right.
is Selbu mittens.
Right.
But
I think her colors are amazing, and she's an amazing hand spinner. And for the spinner, she dyes tons of fiber and stuff too. And she's up north. Hand dyed in Whitehorse, Yukon.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah. So that's plenty and lots, and things have been accumulating, and that's the end of. Whoa.
I was just going through a couple of things, and this was something I saved some things on Instagram, so
Okay.
I don't. This is called the bouquet sweater.
I haven't seen that. Wow.
I can't tell you anything about it. I don't know if it's out. It's that stranded in the front knitting. You guys know, like it's got those longer.
Oh, that. It's
sort
not
of
a lat.
Not all of it, but some of it.
Okay, what's that called? Yes, I know what you're
So
talking
not
about.
all of it, but you can see some of it is those longer strands. I just thought
Not
this
that
was
band, it's something
incredible.
Wow,
Bouquet
Jodi.
sweater. My ears feel full today.
Do they? Yeah. Yay.
Look at this.
Oh, that's really gorgeous. Oh, why can't I don't even know if I did what I did with my phone
Yes.
now.
Junko. Oh, it's a Junko pattern.
Is it?
Yes. It came out a few years ago. Thank you for that.
Oh, the bouquet sweater.
Yeah. I just thought that was gorgeous,
That's
you guys.
very beautiful.
That was just in my saved. Oh, this one. Oh no, never mind.
I also lied. I have a bag here that
This is still the sweater.
that's
This
so pretty.
is Badger and Bloom, you guys, and this is in.
Oh wow, I love that.
Remember, I've showed it before, but I keep coming back to it.
That would be super fun color work to do. Very, very.
Let me show you this version. Look at that version.
Isn't that funny how it changes the whole feel, the color?
Right. I just love that 1x1 color work. Just kind of that.
Yeah, and it's so fun to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Anyway,
it goes
yeah.
fast.
It was just catching my eye.
Okay, I lied, Jodi. Sorry.
You're good.
Okay.
We've been gone for 3 weeks. We can go over 2 hours.
Sonder Yarn Company. I don't know if I love it or hate it. I love it, but they came out with sock sets. So that was exciting.
Oh, Badger and Bloom sadly isn't size inclusive. That's a bummer. Whoopsie.
Oh, that is a bummer.
Yeah.
Anyway, very exciting. Sonder Yarn Co. launched two new bases, and made a bajillion sock sets. This is the 80-20, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon sock base. And they were all just sort of numbered or letters.
I'm obsessed.
Isn't that gorgeous?
I
think,
just,
please keep it.
no, I'm
it
not
and
keeping
knit
it.
with it.
It's fingering. If I'm honest, I won't go to it.
But you would double it.
No. It's when I saw the post leading up to it.
Oh,
and
so good.
They're doing such amazing things over at Sonder Yarn.
There.
And to be pairing the color sense that Melissa and her team
Tanya.
have
Yeah.
is incredible.
I totally agree. I said to her, I could have somebody just say, pick me something out of the palette because every color is so appealing to me. I just love all of them.
For me, it's this blue powder with this.
With the warm. It's like a cool and warm combo.
It is so good.
Like, I don't know if that's supposed to work, but it's coral
so
Jodi,
good.
like,
yes.
That trio to me is totally a colorwork sweater.
Yeah.
Totally a colorwork sweater.
Yeah.
Okay, and so that was the 80-20, and I bought some yak. And honestly, I was putting things in my cart, taking things out. I thought I got 2 of each, but I got 3 yak. And merino yak nylon. It's going to make amazing socks, but this would be incredible in a shawl, in a cowl. There's lots of things you can do with.
You've been gravitating towards this green.
I don't know why. I love it.
Tracie, it's beautiful.
Isn't it so pretty? And maybe it's sort of spring for me, but I just love it.
So good.
And this is sort of like a terracotta brick color.
Oh, wow. No wonder you chose these
And
colors.
this one doesn't surprise anybody. It's super like...
None of these surprised me that you chose.
Okay. I mean, I really just think they're gorgeous. So...
Oh, that...
Isn't that pretty?
Rust, that really like orangey rust is amazing.
I think so too. I think these would make really fun stripy socks. There's lots of cool things you can do with them. And I personally love...
What's your first instinct?
base.
To do a tube? To get some pick socks quickly? Or do you want to...
Maybe just to knit it.
I know.
But there's also really cute one skein shawl projects that I think, you know, now you've got 40 more grams. You've got a full skein, but you've got this too. Like you could make it significant.
That's a lot. When it's fingering weight, like DK weight, not as much, it's half. But then when you're doing 2 skeins of fingering, that's a lot of yardage there.
It is. It's surprising. You don't think it looks like a lot, but there's lots you can do with these. So I don't anticipate them all being socks, especially the yak. It's the drape on the merino yak nylon yarn is phenomenal. Yeah. So if you're looking for a beautiful sock set, they had lots, and I think they do update style things. So get their newsletter, be informed that way. Yeah. And our friend Sarah, how much do you love a quilted?
There's something about a scrappy quilted bag that's amazing.
Yeah. And Sarah is a friend, and she does amazing bags, and she's very, like, she's changing it up all the time. She does all kinds of different styles.
Who is this from?
Wild Strands. Where is that?
Kate, you know, she's so good at evolving.
Oh, totally.
Not only evolving, but you're right, just switching it up and keeping it new and fresh.
Not only the bag style, but you know, she was ice dyeing last year, and now she's doing quilted panels, and this is a little leather loop where you can just stick your hand through it and have
She's really a beautiful maker.
She is a really beautiful maker. She thought that you might enjoy this Alice in Wonderland drawstring.
Why, yes, I would.
She sent it as a gift. No, I'm not kidding. Isn't it gorgeous?
Thank you. I love this whimsical
it's so
Tula
beautiful
pink line. Oh, you guys.
Hi, Shayla.
Thank you so much.
She's amazing. And she is such a good, I just adore her.
You guys, this is a Tula pink. Tula pink, if you don't know,
I didn't know she did Alice in Wonderland.
The most amazing fabric designer. And this is an Alice in Wonderland, but look at the complementary. There's like the Mad Hatter Tea Party, and then she does these melting, like everything is so whimsical and so beautiful.
And it looks like it's wild and it would never go together, but it's stunning.
But they all go together.
Stunning when you put them together.
Even, you know, I don't buy fabric very much or anything. I still follow Tula Pink because she's incredible.
Me too.
This is beautiful. Thank you.
And Sarah sent this other pieced one, which I think is absolutely stunning. It's also drawstring, which I love. And we will find a really good home. We will make sure somebody gets this as a prize. We've got 2 knit-alongs ending at the end of March.
Are you guys knitting?
I hope everybody's knitting in our BIPOC make-along and the Spark-along, which is all sparkle yarns. So
this was my BIPOC along sweater.
Yeah.
Tiffany
mine as well. Mine as well. I love it.
And my sparkle along is the hat. You know what I didn't bring you guys? I'm so bummed. I've half knit a Mega Bling
Did you?
Crafty Jackalope hat.
Wow, you're a big failure, Jodi.
That was my whip.
Next time. Next time. We'll see it as a finished thing next time.
That's true.
So what a load here, right? It was very exciting, and so many, I feel like lots of this stuff was Canadian, except for the Tasmanian yarn. That's awesome. Anyway.
That's really fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Okay, so let's do a little Grocery Girls.
Sure.
Did I show the worsted book 3 weeks ago, or did we just get it? I might have said something. I just wanted to... I brought this not knowing that Pom Pom had also sent, but we also have the shop stocked.
Yes.
With the Pom Pom, the newest magazine. This was really popular. We only had a few copies last time, but had to bring it in. You guys, this is incredible. This is for you. You wanted a copy.
I did. I really wanted a copy. People bought it so fast last time. I did not get a copy. It's all DK socks. And this is Rachel Coopy. So she's an amazing designer over in from the UK.
Yeah.
And she's got her own line of yarn called Socks Yeah. And you can get it. It came out originally in fingering. It does come in DK. And so she's made all these really cool designs in her yarn. But I love it. I mean, we're loving DK socks so much.
Look at these with its different stripes.
Yeah. So I was super excited about this book when I saw we could, it was at our wholesaler or whatever. And the first round of these books sold out lickety split, like crazy fast. So, and I feel like you can do lots of these with mini skein, like DK leftovers and things like that. But they're going to be so fast to knit. So yay. Thank you for bringing me one for my library. They're super simple patterns too.
I completely agree, because it starts like there's really a plain basic sock in here.
Yeah.
But then there's really fun. There's some texture if you want. There's some striping if you want. There's some ribbing. She's really fun with like a thicker toe or a heavier cuff, just changing it up and making them fresh.
And I mean, I can't imagine you're just hearing about Rachel Coopy if you're a sock knitter, but if you are, then yay, go to Ravelry and see. She's got the most beautiful patterns.
Yeah.
She's an amazing designer.
Yeah. I love that so much.
Yeah, I love it.
Yay, Rach.
Yay.
2 thumbs up. And then again, you guys, we're plugging this. We have no skin in the game, but we think it's an absolutely beautiful book.
So much.
There was some trouble with publication where it wasn't coming out in a timely fashion because of COVID, and thankfully it's readily available now. So we did get more of the worsted books curated by Amy of La Bien-Aimée, and it's got amazing designs.
Not only fan of the book and the designs and all of the designers, but the yarn itself. If you see that at your LYS. It's incredible.
It's the worsted yarn.
Worsted yarn base.
This is another one of Tiff. I'm a big fan. I think.
And so smart again. Like this is the hat. I don't know. Is it the swatch for your sweater? I don't know. But beautiful.
But super cute. I love that.
Every design in this book is unbelievable.
We've showed it before, so I won't go into too much detail, but like, look at this.
I really want to knit the sweater. I really, really, really want to knit this cardigan. Remember, I showed you and I was like, I really want to knit this.
Yeah, we're such big fans of Amy and her yarn, and then every designer in here is just incredible.
Yeah.
Amy's going to be in Montreal. Amy's in Texas right now.
Amy's on a book tour.
Good Lord.
Book/LYS. Yeah.
I love that.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, that's really exciting.
Exciting, and I'm sure exhausting for her, but so fun to meet knitters and share her book and yarns.
Just the little experience we've had with Amy one-on-one. I mean, we consider her a friend, but she seems to like love talking about the craft and her passion for yarn.
I think she's really passionate. A lot of their bases are their own unique milled for them bases, and that's got to be really thrilling. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah,
you know, the collabs with the designers and her colors and just like the evolution, all these bases that you can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
You cannot go wrong.
Yeah.
So we're so happy and pleased that her book is such a hit, because it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I need powder. Tracie.
No, you're glowing.
Tracie has designed along with Diane of Brick Bubble. Yeah. We've taken our sister sheep and our single sheep and we gave them a new look.
So these are original art by Sarah of Denim and Rain Fibres. I mean, they were nothing without her. But we love them so much. We knew we wanted to make them into lots of things.
Granny actually posted, Jerry Tashchik is our mom.
No way.
That's hilarious. I love it, Mom. We love
Have
you.
fun golfing. So Sarah did these beautiful custom sheep for us, and so we've turned them into stickers and note cards, and the next evolution was enamel pins, and our pal Diane at Brick Bubble helped us out there, but they turned out even better than we imagined. It's really hard to know until they show up.
I completely agree with that statement.
Yeah. It's kind of like yarn. It's way better in person than online.
I didn't even really see what was happening because Tracie is so good about that back and forth with the makers. So I think I saw some sort of design, but didn't really look close. These are incredible.
They're amazing. They're literally better than we hoped for. So the sister sheep is for the love of wool is the sentiment on that pin. I feel like that's like the base of all of us, right? We just love it. We want to do, it doesn't matter if we're knitting it or crocheting it or weaving it or spinning it. We're all wool lovers. And then the rainbow sheep is just...
She's a standalone.
Come on.
She's wearing her own socks even. She's wearing stripy socks.
Yeah. So huge thanks to Sarah of Denim and Rain and Diane for making these things come to life for us. So they're in the shop now.
Another thing I just wanted to give Diane a shout out. Diane, this is her business. She's not just doing this as a friend. So if anyone's looking for enamel pin.
They're both of them. Yeah, both of those ladies.
So let me tell you, Diane's prices are great.
Yeah.
So if anyone's looking, Diane of Brick Bubble.
Yeah. We'll love them.
Okay, and so the other thing, you guys, Muffy is back.
Muffy is back.
And Muffy has a new look. It's so amazing.
She's now a combination. The cart, Max took the cart from our logo, filled it with yarn, of course, and Muffy is happily, pushing her stash or her local yarn shop raid, and she's rose gold. The rose gold is insanely beautiful. And I love the beaver tail progress keeper. And there's also a sticker.
I didn't bring a sticker because we didn't have a ton, so these are for you.
Yeah.
But this exact is a vinyl sticker that's just a touch bigger. Yeah. It's amazing.
So Muffy right now, we are raising all of the proceeds, all the profits from Muffy, all Muffy products in our shop are going to be donated to the Pink Shirt Day charity, which is a organization that distributes funds to lots of different organizations that teach kindness, empathy, and compassion to children. Here, I don't know if it's all over the US too, but here we do have Pink Shirt Day at school. It is a day that came about because a child actually did wear a pink shirt to school and was bullied mercilessly. And
it was torn off. Anyway, yes, it was awful.
It was a horrible situation. And so they took that opportunity to say, you know what, we need to be way better at teaching compassion and kindness and empathy and bringing bullying to the forefront and teaching kids how to handle any sort of behavior where someone is trying to exert power over you, like to be able to speak up about it, how to stand up for themselves. Yeah. So that's something, kindness, I feel like it sounds like a very simple thing, but it is literally the core of
it's actually a choice.
It is. And I feel like if that's something you can concentrate on, I feel like a lot of other things are a lot easier. Yeah. Right? That a lot of things don't exist if you're kind. Yeah. If you can.
Orange Shirt Day is a completely different thing. It has to do with
Orange Shirt Day is different. So this is going to go to Pink Shirt Day. Yeah. So we would love your support. If you love Muffy as much as we do, we are thrilled to be sending funds to Pink Shirt Day and to stand against bullying. Yeah. Of all kinds.
I did bundle Muffy, the Progress Keeper, and the sticker, but we only had half as many. So once the bundles are gone, you kind of got, if you bought this, you kind of got the sticker for free. Right. In the bundles. Nice. That's what, so there's a bundle pack, or you could get them individually. Yeah. You're just saving a couple of dollars.
Right. And honestly, if Muffy's not your thing, we would love for you to just donate to Pink Shirt Day. Yeah. You can go to their website and donate directly. Yeah. So I don't know if that's something everybody knew about, but that's it. Yeah. That makes us feel really good. That's important stuff.
Totally. Okay, I love that for Muffy.
I do too. Muffy because Muffy would never put up with it. No. It is we've always felt incredibly grateful to have a custom character that Maxim Sear, the amazing artist, that he said, yes, I would love to do that with you. So
Max is beyond talented, and we love and support him and his work. And he brought Muffy to life.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
I can still remember our brainstorming. We were like, you said she has to be a beaver. And he's like, you know, it's super Canadian. And we were thinking of it in sort of a sassy way. But honestly, we couldn't be happier with, she wears the knitting. And we like to think she loves a dirty joke. And
of course she does.
She has a huge yarn stash. And she's wonderful. I mean, it really is. We're just feel so lucky.
Yeah.
So...
I was thrilled. I actually wasn't expecting it. You probably were more, but it just, the box arrived.
Well, you get to see it all first because it goes to your house. But when I got the sock sets previously, these pins came with rose gold, and I was like, whoa, maybe we could get Muffy in rose gold. So if you're a rose gold lover, I think you'll probably really love it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I love that. Love. Okay. I've had, of course, I was started with bags, right?
Jodi, this is a big deal.
This is a big deal because I haven't done it for 2 years, really.
Has it been that long?
Well, there's been a little bit of stock in the shop, but I haven't promoted anything, and I've kind of put that collection like so you couldn't see it. But
you're not a yarn dyer.
I didn't know I would love yarn dyeing as much as I do, and that end of it. So I can't do it all as much as I want.
Right.
So that's kind of gone to the wayside. But what I have done is done a bit of an update.
So you've taken this time to get back to your roots a little bit.
Yes.
Jodi.
Because I've had people reach out and thankfully are looking for a bag.
Yes.
So what I had come up with is how am I going to not stress myself out with doing a bunch of work and leaving the yarn? Like, how am I going to balance everything?
Right.
So I thought, let's do a pre-order.
That's a great idea.
I say it's 6 to 8 weeks. It's more likely going to hit the mail in 4 weeks.
Right.
Or less, 3 to 4 weeks. But that way I can do a little bit of sewing and still do the yarn dyeing. Right. And then everyone still gets a bag that they're looking for.
Right.
It's one style of bag this time. Just one. But I've got...
Jodi, it's awesome.
But I've got 28 fabrics to choose from.
What?
And they're all listed in the shop. And it's
the most glorious, colorful pile ever.
I've just bought a very small snippet. This is the bag. It's got a waterproof vinyl canvas bottom.
Love it.
Like it's literally waterproof. It's rubberized on the one side.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, really nice. It's got the custom, this is a denim fabric, custom printed at Spoonflower.
So it would be like the stuff they make like your kids, like your bath, like your toiletry bags and stuff.
Backpack bottoms.
Perfect.
Yeah. This happens to be crochet. It's got a heavy muslin lining. It doesn't have any pockets, and it is a drawstring.
Shayla's saying she loves the pink.
Yeah. Don't we love pink?
Oh my gosh.
So I just bought a very small snippet of some of the fabrics, but like I said, there's about 28 new ones.
And I love the handle, and I love the drawstring. As much as I like zippered bags, I feel like drawstring is so yarn friendly.
I love a drawstring too.
You can jam so much stuff in it, and it still never snags your yarn. Jodi, I love it. And your canvas lining is great.
Yeah, it's light because I only like the light inside.
Well, you can
see
find
down.
your stuff in the bottom of the bag.
Yeah,
yeah, I love it.
This fits about four to five. Like this is a 4 to 5 skein bag, I think.
Yeah.
Or like a 2 to 3 and a sweater on the go. Like it's a really good size.
Yeah.
This is
so
garter
cool.
stitch.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Do you remember this one?
I love the big graphic stitch.
I do too.
What do you mean, do I remember? Yes, I remember it. It's so beautiful. Which one is that?
I don't remember. I think it's a yarn ink.
Yeah. Maybe the Polaroid?
That's what it is. Oh
Bam.
my God, you're so good. Do you remember? This is Ashley from... Who's Ashley from? She's not Scrumptious Pearl, but...
Yeah. Nomadic.
That's it, yeah.
Nomadic Yarns.
This is no... She does not just self-striping.
Right.
So this is Ashley.
Gosh, she's an amazing
I don't
dyer.
remember all the names.
That's that's Yarn Ink too.
Yeah.
And I forget what it's called.
Steampunk.
Jodi.
I think.
What if there was a yarn game show?
Oh my God, wouldn't that be fun?
I feel like we'd be unbeatable.
I tried to choose, because I have like 140 fabrics in Spoonflower.
Wow.
So I tried to choose one.
This is exceptionally
a little something for everybody.
beautiful.
Isn't that
purple.
pretty?
Yes, it's so pretty.
This I love.
Ooh, I love it.
Another garter stitch one. Of course, Jasper and Sienna.
Oh my gosh.
I've never done just a Jasper or just a Sienna bag. I only ever did the sister bags.
Well,
where
I have
it was
one,
half
though.
and half.
Maybe you just did it for
I think
me.
I just did it
was
for you.
really beautiful.
I mean, I could be wrong, but
listen, those yarns, Jodi, those bags are amazing.
so Sienna and Jasper.
Yes.
I'm not going to show that because that's sold out because I only had a few.
Okay. Oh yeah, I love. Who is that?
I don't recall.
That is so springy with the lime
That
green
is so
and pink.
amazing. I also have
I'm so thrilled, Jodi.
one fabric. I don't usually ever do anybody else's fabric except for
These feel so
this.
heavy duty, like so
like
great.
indestructible. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
You guys
Beautiful,
may remember Bee Splat.
Love these.
Fan favorite, you guys. It's a watercolor Bee Splat bag.
And that artist is so good.
She's amazing.
She did the flamingo splat kind of thing.
Yes, she does beautiful watercolor.
You can get lots of her. I
yeah.
don't know how many fabrics she does, but
Tracie,
you can
she
go to
has dozens.
Spoonflower and get lots
Her name
of
is
those.
Carrie Smith Designs
Okay.
on Smooth. She's amazing.
But the
So,
Bee Splat is a huge fan.
This is the small. There's a bigger Bee Splat in the same pattern and a mini. I just love the small for this small
Me too.
bag. But look what I discovered.
Now, is this just a... Oh, it looks like a watercolor.
I just discovered it. And in pink.
It's like... It's coral. Like it's...
She calls it peach. That's probably more...
Like a neon-y peach.
Yes.
It's not a soft peach. It's a bright... It's ridiculous.
So, and I've also tied these little leather ties. I used to tie... I still do it tied on the zippers, but I haven't had zipper bags.
Yeah.
So I thought I'm just
I
gonna
love
just
that,
tie it
Jodi.
on
That's
here.
what I said to you. I think it's so cute to have
So
that
these
little...
are also for pre-order.
And everybody watching the video right now is getting first dibs.
First dibs. Yeah.
Okay, Jodi,
that
you've been
was really
so busy.
And now I have...
All I did was knit a sweater. You were really busy.
I did more than that.
And went on holidays.
Yeah. Oh, someone just said all the new photos. I have coordinating Frankie gray fiber yarn skeins in the picture.
Do you?
I do.
Good.
Not to sell that, but just because it looks... People
No,
like to
everybody likes to see the for scale.
for sale. Yeah. And then, oh, what I wanted...
Okay, so over dramatic and the coral bag.
I had that. What I also wanted to show you is this turns into a really good bucket.
I'm not even kidding you, Jodi. This is my all-time favorite style of bag.
Because it folds down and it's so big.
And they break in, but they're so sturdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so on to Frankie Gray Fibres.
Okay.
This is, I just put a whole bunch of DK sock tubes
Yeah?
in the shop. This is
love
just
those.
a few, just so I can show you. I have put a Bear Mini with it because I feel like slightly a little bit lazy, but I
No,
feel
it
like
looks
it's
like
nice
sport
to-
socks. I actually like that.
Yeah, I love having a little bit of a contrast.
I don't think that's lazy, Jodi.
So sock tubes.
Look how fun that is.
You know what I didn't
Look
bring?
at that.
You know what I didn't bring? My
What?
socks that I made out of this.
Failure. How many whips did you leave and FOs did you leave at home?
Right.
I feel like we could do this again tomorrow.
I did.
Stand by.
I did 2 mini sets.
Jodi, I'm
These come in DK and in fingering. I made socks. Can you show them on from Instagram?
Yes,
please?
because okay, I honestly don't know what happened to my phone. I don't know if I put it in a bag or I knocked it off the table.
Here.
I heard it beeping. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, here it is on the floor.
Okay, Tracie's gonna pull it up. But I did 2 mini sets. There's 4 in each. This is called Moody Blue, and really, it's not a whole lot of blue. Like this mini is bluey and purple and greeny.
I saw that when I was away, and I thought to myself, Jodi, what have you been
This is
up
Prickly
to?
Pear. This is Hello Yellow, and then this is a really light mauvey, and then that's a purple.
Okay, so those socks. Look what Jodi did.
I did it cranked on the sock machine, just with the DK.
So just straight up stripes.
Yes, straight up stripes.
And why do you need to get fancy?
And then this
Stripes are fancy enough.
one was a bit wider stripe. This was a little bit more narrow. And then this is the Think Pink mini set. It's got lollipop It's got Hello Yellow. It's got a really pretty peach. And then it's not over dramatic, but it's slightly different.
It's like a sister,
Yeah.
cousin.
It's a cousin. So those in both fingering and DK.
Oh my gosh, Jodi.
This is called Concrete Roses, and you're seeing this on Sparkle.
That's really beautiful.
So yes, it's just it's the same exact colors, but a slightly different.
Yeah, different.
To the one you just.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you know it's on fingering, DK, Sparkle fingering, Sparkle DK. Every color I'm gonna show you is are on those. So this is a new one. It's Concrete Roses.
That's amazing.
Ooh, this is
what is that?
This one's called Rainbow Dash. I think I might have used that name before, but it's a rainbow.
And okay, that's really beautiful.
It's a really, really pretty rainbow.
Jodi.
This is somebody had requested Let's Go Halvesies as restocked.
Ooh, that's pretty. And I do love a micro stripe.
Lollipop. This is a little bit lighter version.
I love it though. You know I love that.
This one is, I love this new one.
Oh my God.
Tequila Sunrise.
That looks like it could go with Lollipop and over dramatic. And you know what would be amazing if you got a shawl knit in those, like a fadey kind of thing. People that are into fades.
This is called Marine Life. People love blues. This one's on the Sparkle. Okay, this is one of the speckles. This is Confetti Poppers.
Yes, that's the one I thought was amazing.
It's a natural base. It doesn't have any poured colors, but it has a ton of speckles. That's going to be really fun knit up. The next one is Purple Prince.
Ooh.
This one turned out slightly different than what I imagined, but it's still very pretty.
I just bought that Coral Bee Splat bag.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
Well, then I'm keeping that. Tracie, you better have used your discount code. This is called Poppy Fields.
That's really pretty.
Oh my God, she just checked out. That's hilarious. Okay, this was the other speckle. See, one leans a little pinker.
Yes.
And this shooting star is like a little more bluey. They're still both a ton of speckles.
That's really fun, Jodi. This would make a great love note, you know?
Yeah.
Like these would make, if you're looking for, God, the choices you have at home, I don't even know what you're going to do.
Just to show you, it's a little orangier than...
Yellowier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the new one.
Ooh.
This is the one I'm leaving you.
I feel like mint is...
I
never used to be a mint person.
That one, I'll leave that one for you.
Thank you.
This is the new pink.
Don't you love the mint?
This is such a flirt. I think I might have brought it last time, but it's...
oh, yeah. Really.
Isn't that pretty?
Yes. Pink? I don't know. Coral? Like, I love pink. I feel like coral is like the perfect marriage of pink and orange. This is crazy. You should do... What are you going to do for your love note? I can't wait to see what you pick.
Somebody requested
How about
Meddling
Frankie
Kids.
Fibres?
Yeah,
that color would be great.
That would be really beautiful.
Oh,
remember my Scooby-Doo one?
And it knits up. Like, I wasn't sure I would love... It's beautiful.
This?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty. I did on tube a long time ago. Someone requested, they got a sweater quantity.
It's gorgeous.
So I added some to the shop.
How fun is that?
I thought this was really pretty. This is like...
Oh, that's really nice.
Blue algae. It's not what I intended. I was just playing with some speckles. We added...
Ooh, I love...
Sourpuss back to the shop. Restock. Okay,
that would make a great love.
I had an email from a lady and a note on an order. She needed another skein of Royal to finish a sweater.
Oh.
I can't for the life of me.
Oh, no.
Find it. So I hope she watches. Put
it on your Instagram stories, too.
I've restocked Royal for you.
That's so good.
It's a really pretty dark blue.
Jodi, that's what I think you should make your love
People
note
wanted onyx. So I put onyx back in. People, because of your sock, was looking for Caribbean blue.
Okay. If you're like metamorphic or something, those stripy socks, those curio socks, or even the dark blue.
Yes. Ooh, that would be really pretty.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
Jodi, you guys are just so good.
Love. This is over dramatic.
Yes.
Which goes with like everything here, right?
I'm having a coral moment. I am too. I love it.
this is a new one. This is called
Look how great that would be in a
Pink
big
Punch.
shawl. Oh, that's so pretty.
Should have been a Valentine.
I can't
one.
believe.
Oh,
I love the neons. I'm so 80s. I love it.
This was the other speckle one, but it's just got a black and a hot pink.
That's pretty.
On this blue base. And everything is on sale.
I can't believe
Frankie
that.
Gray Fibres is 15% off. Everything.
What?
It's applied directly at checkout.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no coupon or anything.
No coupon or anything.
Shooting star.
So everything is in the shop. And let me tell you, the shop has got more stock than ever. So I hope you find.
And then you can do some sewing a little bit.
Yeah. Next week will be lots of bag prep, and then I'll be able to pull them as I need to. And
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Jodi, that's so fun. Somebody said they're so excited for Knit City. We really are too. We really are.
Yeah.
Super excited.
We're gonna come on Thursday and leave Sunday night. So that'll be like a day ahead of time, right?
Yeah.
And then
I just thought we could have some time to at least see some of the city a little bit, right? How do we order your project bags? mrsbrownsbags.com.
Yes, I'm so sorry. mrsbrownsbags.com. You can find me there. And the yarn is Frankie Gray Fibres.
There we go. mrsbrownsbags.com. Yeah, so colorful and beautiful. Jodi! Beautiful. Way to go. Look at all those hats.
This was fun.
It was really fun.
This was really fun.
I'm super excited to cast on a new sweater.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to the little garden center near us right now. I'm repotting my orchids today. I've been going to orchid school on YouTube.
Yes. Each listing on that website is a pre-order.
Right.
So anything you order, it just says in the listing it's a pre-order. So, yeah. Orchids.
So
they're not tricky. They're
not
not as tricky as maybe some people think.
They're not tricky. I feel like there's only a few things you need to know, but none of that's happening with my orchids. Like when you buy them at the shop, it doesn't have any holes. Like you need the right pot and you need to know how to properly water them and stuff. But the light and stuff is not a big deal. So I've been watching the Miss Orchid Girl channel on YouTube, and she's amazing. She's sponsored by this company that sells all kinds of stuff for orchids, but her videos are very, like, she doesn't want to make it complicated either. She's very good.
Well, because who's going to grow orchids really if it's going to be complicated?
Right.
If it's going to be fussy.
It's not fussy, but I am determined to get my orchids back blooming. And Jodi's got this amazing kitchen with this window that's basically like a greenhouse.
Kinda, yeah. I think
kind of.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, your orchids love it.
Yeah.
So, and I love them. I just want my orchids back to bloom again.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's that.
And I fluked on my orchid growing. I knew nothing. It was just a grocery store orchid.
Yeah, and that's all I have. It's not like I have fancy orchids, but I think I'm getting the right pots and the right aeration and stuff.
If I'm honest,
excited.
I know the pots they want you to do is like got the holes in and stuff. Yeah. I just make sure that I use that really barky thing. I use regular pots.
Yeah.
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 But I think
but Apache Seed just down the street, I phoned them yesterday. She goes, "Oh, we have tons of those little pots." So I'm repotting anyway.
You should maybe go up one size.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I'm going to get like 6-inch pots. And I just want them, it's just like a little project for me. I want them to rebloom.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing anything correctly.
Yeah.
I'm watering correctly, but they need fertilizing.
I love when it by fluke reblooms.
She has this one video where you would think, "Oh, I'm throwing these away." And she's like, "Oh no, we can totally, these will come back."
Wow. They're the ones, the grocery store ones that I use, they're kind of not hardy, but they don't die easily.
Right. And when they're in these little teeny tiny pots, when you get them, you need to repot.
Yes.
They're too small.
Yes.
So anyway, that's my project this afternoon. Cast on a love note, go to the orchid place, go to the garden center place, and I don't know what I'm making for dinner.
You know, it's beautiful when you get like 2 or 3 of those orchids and do like different vessels.
I would love that.
I can totally see you doing that.
I would love that. So I've just been looking on Amazon and stuff, and I haven't been finding anything that I really wanted. So I actually bought some orchid pots off of Amazon. I should give them to you because they're too big. And
Are
you have
they?
bigger plants.
Some of my orchids are big.
Right. I'll give these to you. And if you use them, great. And if not, they're way too big for me. They're 8-inch pots. They're too big.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. Yeah, I like that.
Anyway, that's my little project.
This was fun.
Really fun.
Okay,
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
You guys, we're kind of off by a week.
We are off by a week because I went away. And then, yeah, so we thought what we would do is get us back on our normal schedule. And it will be another 2 to 3 weeks or whatever. 3 weeks, I guess?
No,
almost.
we're going to do it the Wednesday before we leave.
Which is
2 weeks. 2.5 weeks. Are we going to be back in 3 weeks?
So today's the 10th, and our next one we thought would be the 30th. Is that right? I mean, things can change.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
It's basically 1 day short of 3 weeks.
If we don't have a sweater, we should be embarrassed.
Okay, no. I feel like this is it. This is it. It's
okay,
a deadline.
Let's do a grocery girls
It's a
post.
deadline.
Let's do it like an impromptu 3-week love note.
Okay. Anybody else in? Anybody that wants to join? That would be amazing.
Yeah.
It's a 6mm needle that I remember using from last time.
I will be doing a love note with no lace.
Me too, I think.
Yeah.
I did a lacy one already.
Yeah.
So that sounds really fun.
And just so you know, just a little tip. So, because I'm sure there'll be questions, if you choose not to knit it with the lace, you just have to knit straight rounds for the amount of rounds that are in the chart.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
And just so you know, the fit is just the same.
I think it's really close, right? Yeah.
Really close to the point where you're like, I don't feel like I had to accommodate for anything skipping the lace.
I'm not even swatching.
I'm not either. You're so
That's
crazy.
not me. So we'll see what happens, but I've knit in very similar yarn. So I'm just going to go to my Ravelry page. That is the only way that I can do it without swatching.
Yeah, I love that.
So we'll see what happens.
Oh my God, Mayak, you're here.
Oh, Paula.
How
Oh my
are you?
gosh. Okay, anybody else want to knit a love note? We should do like a hashtag GG 3-week love note or something.
Love that.
And then if anybody wants to join in and tag us, we'll repost you in our stories. It will all be like a little, I love it. This is like a knit along.
This is so us because there was zero plan. Tracie's like, I'm casting on a love note. I'm like, I am too. I will too now. I think it might be this color.
Oh, and there's Ellie from Skein-Deer. Hi, it's so nice to see you.
Ellie, I just about cast on one of your patterns this weekend because I needed
her bulky colorwork sweater. I'm totally doing it. It's just not the right time of year, but I have yarn. I'm going to do it.
God, we love her patterns.
Totally.
This was really fun.
I was tired this morning, you guys, but after all of this, I'm super energized. So I hope everybody's hanging in there and that you get some peace through your crafting and all of that stuff.
I am going to shout out Maddie and Kellen because Maddie, obviously my daughter, but we pick up Kellen and Parker in the morning.
I was like, who's Maddie and Kellen?
Every day. Kellen from the bakery and Parker cashier.
Kellen. Okay.
Kellen and Matt. I look so forward to our car rides in the morning.
Do you?
I'm loving 15.
Good.
But I mean, I get all the details.
I love it.
I just get their perspective as a 15-year-old and it's so much fun.
Yeah.
And so I did shout them out that one time they were in the podcast and they thought that was pretty fun. So I just said today I would give them a shout out at the podcast.
Hilarious.
So I'm not forgetting, shout out Maddie, shout out Kellen, shout out Parker.
Shout out high school car trips.
And you know what the bummer is that that's coming to an end.
It is a bummer,
because
Jodi.
Maddie starts to drive.
Yes.
And as much as I get it, I remember that it's like instant independence and stuff. I love spending time with my kids.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
And now that things are better and kids can have friends over, like, it will get back to normal and you'll have that interaction with all of the kids together at your house. But those car rides, I tell ya, then they often say that. Like, you're sort of like trapped in a little area and lots of really important conversations happen.
Yes.
And I always felt the same thing too.
I really love it.
I do too.
And I'm so lucky she wants to still spend some time with me.
Right, because you're a hot mess.
And it seems like we're the house that they come over to.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
80%
great.
of the time. So, I mean, I love...
It's because there's no rules and
them.
lots of food.
They can smoke.
For whatever reason.
They can drink. They can get high. Whatever. Just in a safe space, they can do it. Just kidding.
OMG. What? Yeah. No, I do know what you mean though, Jode. It goes way too fast, and we complain about dragging them around, like going to soccer, going to hockey, going to this, and before you know it, it is done, and they're independent and they have their own lives. And that is the point. That is what your goal is as a parent. You want everybody to be self-sufficient and good people and confident and happy and all of those things. Yeah. But it seems to go really fast. You should have another baby.
Well, let me tell you guys. Let me just say this: the amount
your uterus is old and dusty, but it might work.
The amount my boobs were sore compared to, like, I swear I'm not, because Shane got a vasectomy, but the amount my boobs were sore in these last 2 weeks, I swear I said to Shane, this feels like I'm pregnant.
I think you can get that.
It's all the perimenopause stuff.
Yeah. Because I can still have cramps and stuff, but I know that's the only thing.
Okay, I know we're supposed to be done. Can we just talk about this? There's a new study that came out that doctors have said the menstrual cramps that women endure and at the strength that it can be is equivalent to a heart attack. Don't. I was like, oh my God.
What do you think about that? I feel like that's not that.
Listen,
I would assume a heart attack's a lot. I saw that and I thought to myself,
ooh, I could handle a heart attack.
Right. I feel like a heart attack's not, obviously not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I thought that was a bit of a stretch.
I feel like a man wrote that because.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Don't you think that that's not.
No, I thought
anyway, interesting, and maybe that's what, maybe it is true. And I mean, you can have wicked bad cramps, but I feel like a heart attack would be worse.
I think it might have been stemming from the conversation is like, if you're ever getting like an IUD or a uterine biopsy.
Oh.
Did you see the alligator clips that takes the flesh if they're giving you?
No.
It is it's painful when they do that. Do you think it was the conversation, it's like men would not put up with that kind of pain, but women are expected just to put up with it. Or that
there would be money put into pharmaceuticals and research and things to make it better. Right. Yeah. Okay, very quickly, because you brought up the whole man-woman healthcare thing, I saw a thing on Instagram, and this woman took that shrink wrap stuff and wrapped a watermelon. She's super pregnant. And her husband, she was like, you should feel what this is like. So she shrink wrapped a watermelon right where it would be. And she was having it. Did you see that?
She's amazing. That
woman. Who is that? I wanted
her infertility journey. She's had a journey, but she's amazing. Anyway,
I loved that experience because it is impossible to explain what it's like. And those sort of interactive things where, and she's like, lay on your back. And he's like, I can't breathe. She goes, bingo. Like,
she threw something on the floor.
Right.
Pick that up.
Right. I mean, and what a privilege if you want to have a baby to be able to have and carry a baby. But it is something you can never explain.
Yeah. You know what's real funny, and I would love to do this with Shane, is the contraction machine they hooked up to
that was on Ellen.
Oh my God.
I'm sure you could crank it to like PMS and then like cramps and then like labor.
Yes, it's so funny. Anyway, I love that.
Okay, you guys, now this is getting crazy.
We could still chat.
We could chat all day long.
We're with 900 of our friends.
We really are. Oh wow, you guys, thank you for coming. And thank you to everybody that comes later because you're busy working and you have busy lives and
remember to choose to be kind. You never know what the person next to you is going through, and you could make their day by just smiling and saying hello.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We love you.
Right. And how brave it is for people to speak up.
Yes.
You know, when they're in a situation like that.
Yeah.
So, you guys, next time, new sweaters, and we will be packed to go to Montreal.
Yeah. So, I'll have my carry-on with me.
Right.
Are we flying Swoop? Because I might not be able to carry it.
We are not flying Swoop.
Yeah.
They don't go to Montreal. That's the only reason.
Really?
Yeah.
Are we flying Air Canada? Air Canada? I think we are, actually.
Yes, I think we are. There wasn't a ton of options, but it was great. It's so exciting. I can't wait. Traveling is something I really, really miss.
We're good at traveling together.
We are.
We're good.
We're
just trying to get Amber to come with us. Can everyone do a shout out to Amber to come with us?
Seriously. I would love it. I feel like this is not the trip, but if she came and said, you know what, you guys, I booked it, I'm coming, it would be amazing.
It would make my day.
It'll have to be
Would it be
We'll
too
see
much
what
to say
happens.
that's what I want for my birthday?
Right. That's all we want. It's all we want is for you to come to Montreal.
Jinx.
And maybe we should, I can't wait. I can't wait to do some exploring.
I have no trouble guilting
And we'll
someone
do
into
as
it.
much sharing of the experience as we can. We really want to try and video some stuff because obviously not everybody can be there, but we'll try and share all the fun stuff with you through our Instagram stories and stuff.
Yay. Oh my God, we cannot stop.
Why?
I'll just do a quick little thing. It was under my bag. And I'm going to leave them in here for next time so I can really show it.
Oh,
I'm just going to quickly...
why don't you do a photograph and do a nice Instagram post
I
too?
will.
Yes.
I'm going to leave them in the bag so I can show them next time. Designs by Yasmin. Yas, I love you, girl.
We love Yas so much.
She's the beautiful maker of all of these earrings. We've showed her before.
She's like a big time brand. Like if you ever see crochet earring, you think, oh, that must be Designs by Yasmin.
So I purchased, she has a yarn of the month.
Right.
Or yarn of the week.
Right.
I can't remember what it is. Yarn of the month. So, and then she'll feature the dyer with earrings, right?
Yeah.
So she sent extras for us, you guys. So
Is that the one that was Chelsea Yarns, I think? No?
I think this is it. I don't know.
And
if
this
I'm honest.
must be
Glow.
Madeline Tosh.
Yeah.
This is Madeline Tosh Glow. Gigi loves orange. That's beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
These are all stunning.
You guys.
Come on.
They just add the perfect little punch.
This would be so cute.
She's got different styles, different colors. I love her so much.
What a talent to be able to crochet. Look how tiny her hook must be.
Yeah. So we're
And you're right. She does like teardrop and all kinds of beautiful shapes.
She's amazing.
Yes.
So, thank you, Yas. I'm sorry. You're not an afterthought. I love you so much. This was just hiding under a bag.
So gorgeous.
We love her.
I should wear my black ones in Knit City. They're black with like a rainbow in the inside. Oh, they're so cute.
She was not at Stitches. Really?
Was she?
I think we missed out. We screwed up.
We always... Well, yeah.
We have to go next year.
Listen, they're coming back next year. Also, I'd like to go to Vogue Knitting Live in Seattle. Because that was really, really, really close to us.
That's the weekend of Montreal.
Yeah, but another time. I just mean like another time I would like to do that.
They're kind of clustered. That's the only downfall.
Well,
like,
and it's like in the fall too. It's like Rhinebeck, Knit City, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
Like it makes it hard to travel to lots of them.
I mean, Knit City could just be 2 days, and then we could go to Rhinebeck 2 weeks later. Just saying. Just
Jodi,
saying.
I say yes.
To the girl who said she'd never come back.
No, it's been time. It's time now.
Yeah, I've forgotten.
Now we know.
Yeah.
Carson
Yes,
says you must.
Carson lives
Carson.
there. Right? She's so close
Oh,
there.
for Seattle. I
Yeah.
thought she meant for Rhinebeck.
My God, we're the worst. We can't even say goodbye when
We don't even know what's going on.
Anyway.
Okay, you guys. Thanks
We
for
love you.
coming. Happy making. Hugs to you all.
Yes.
Sending everyone love.
I love you. Goodbye, everybody.